Well, hello, beautiful people. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. And I definitely appreciate that to all the new people stopping by my channel. Hi, you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on that bell notification so you're notified each time I post a video. And to my returning subscribers, hey, y'all. And so today, you guys, is, as you know, it's the second Saturday of the month. And that is when we have weekends with the Wells where myself, Jessica, and my husband slash co-host, Joseph, which he's upstairs with Carmen, we talk about basically things within a millennial marriage and topics that come up and just, just date night conversation. So if this is something that it sounds like you are interested to, then definitely keep watching. Thumbs us up as you come in. And upon leaving, make sure you leave a genuine comment. Like I said, this is just like conversations that we have. If you're curious on why we have this segment on my channel, it's because we're still kind of like quarantined in some type of way, and you just need other adult interaction. And so it's definitely good for us to have like kind of a safe space for us to communicate. So if you're here, grab your favorite drink, adult beverage, non-adult beverage, grab you something to eat. I have a whole plate of wings here and some pineapple lemonade. And we're going to start chatting. Hold on. Let me go to the comments because I see some of y'all have come in. Let's see. And y'all know StreamYards, it lags. So let me see if I have any comments from you guys. If you're coming in, definitely say hello. Also, this is an open forum, so you guys can talk in the chat. And we're going to come up with a very juicy topic. And if y'all look at the title, then y'all already know it's definitely gonna cause some conversations on this evening. So if you're with your homegirls or whatever, y'all come on in. Hey, embracing everyday realities. Hey. Hey, Patrice. Hopefully y'all are having a good Saturday. You guys, I did some vlogging, which I need to end the vlog that I did. And then tomorrow I have to edit and record several vlogs. So yeah, what have y'all been doing on this Saturday? And don't mind me, y'all. I'm about to finish eating these wings. And Joe got us wings from Wild Wing Cafe. I keep asking him where did he get the wings from, but these things are busting and they are all flats. So Joe is helping Carmen upstairs watch a movie. So she wanted to stay downstairs with us and watch this movie, and was like, no, you got to go. So yeah, this is our like date night, because we usually have date nights every second Saturday, but since we ain't going nowhere, y'all are our date night. So like I said, when we come in, thumbs us up. And hey, Mr. Frank, binge watching Girlfriends and grad school homework. You know what? I haven't binge watched anything. I lied. I've been binge watching on Netflix, and right now the newest thing I'm binge watching is Trial Number 4. Y'all, that's really good. Y'all know I love crime stuff. And then also Trial Number 4, Madeline McCain, the little girl that went missing like 15 years ago. Her and her family were on a trip. Joe doesn't know why I watch this stuff, but y'all know I love good crime TV. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Y'all know I watch Golden Girls all the time, so me binge watching, that's Golden Girls. So let's see. Hey, Unc. Watching movies one-on-one on Netflix. You know what? I haven't watched one-on-one on Netflix. Girlfriends. What's the other thing that's on there? Something else everybody said that they were watching. Oh, Moesha. I haven't watched any of that stuff, y'all. I'm just not into it. I love anything crime related. And that's just me. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating, but I'm so hungry. I was trying to talk to Leah before I went live. It's too much going on. But I went to Hobby Lobby today, you guys. I literally went to every Christmas store. Y'all, I'm so into the Christmas spirit, it makes no sense. Y'all see I got my buffalo plaid on. I had my little snow boots on, my scary snow boots. You couldn't tell me that it was not 50 below outside, okay? When it was all the way almost 80 degrees here. But yeah, y'all, I'm in the Christmas spirit. And I got so much Christmas stuff. My Christmas tree is going to be a farmhouse theme because y'all know I'm on the farmhouse kick. And Joden had the nerve to ask me, what am I going to do with the Christmas ornaments that we already have? Nothing. I told him, I said, go through them or probably repurpose them. But I may keep them because I may do something different. Leave me alone. So what, I want to buy all new Christmas ornaments. And I've already told him, like, hey, we need to go ahead and get our Christmas tree. Because we get a live Christmas tree. Then we need to get our Christmas tree on November 30th, which is a Monday, I think. I want the tree done, up, well, soaking in water. Y'all know what I mean. I'm just trying to kill my Christmas vibe. He does this every year, and I don't know why. Hey, Edward Smart. Yes, my girls love the Parkers. They've been watching that. But I haven't really watched, any of that on Netflix. And I guess I should, because I literally watch Golden Girls almost every day. Hey, Mom. Y'all, my mom is in the chat. But yeah. What have y'all done today besides watch TV? Like I said, I was out in these streets hard. And it seems like everybody and their mama is getting Christmas decorations like me. Like Christmas is happening tomorrow. But I slick want to take down all my fall stuff and decorate for Christmas. The only thing I'm missing, y'all, is I need to get some pillows for, like, throw pillows for Christmas. So he's Team Joe. Yeah, I hear Joe, big old platypus feet. I guess he's coming down the stairs. Yeah, he's coming down the stairs. Hey, handsome. Hey. Are y'all in for a great conversation with Joe and Jess? Hey, Stugga. All these wings are so good. Joe has devoured his wings. I have not. Joe has devoured his wings. I'm gonna get me copyrighted. I know, Mom, they do have a lot of pillows. My handsome husband is here, you guys. Y'all, I have to tell y'all about him in our first segment. And why he's the most handsomest and sweetest man on the block. You wanna get in? I got room for you. Mm-hmm. And I also make this pineapple lemonade, you guys. It is bussin'. Hello to the 9 people in the chat. Y'all thumbs me up as you come in. Share me out if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. I didn't even share myself out. Hold on, y'all. Let me share myself out. You ready? Good looking? Mm-hmm. Oh. All right. You're not in the frame. There we go. You gonna be able to reach that? Ta-da.
I'm gonna have to come up with a different method.
I got a burp. Oh, excuse me. You gonna tell the people, hey?
And what to do, what the business is, your boy Joe. You already know what I do, so you already know what the business is. Yeah.
So, y'all know when we do our weekends with the Wellses. Hey, Vern. We start off with two segments. One is what is something good that has happened this week. Then the next thing is what grinds our gears. So, which one you want to do first? What grinds our gears?
Your channel, you do what you're supposed to do.
You been sitting here caking me all day. Anyways, so we can do what grinds our gears first. All right, so I'll let you go first. What has grinded your gears this week, or since the last time we talked to the fam?
Grinding my gears.
The last time it was people in the packages.
Yeah.
And their addresses.
Oh, what grind my gears? I don't know about y'all, but these people out here wearing these Balenciagas. Y'all out here wearing these Balenciaga shoes. $600, $1,200 shoes. But for one, they dirty. You ain't must clean them. These supposed to be some. I mean, if you gonna fake Balenciaga shoes, at least have them fresh. You know what I'm saying? For one, they dirty. Two, how you got on?
Yeah, dirty. Your face ugly.
How you gonna have Balenciagas on or RBX jumpsuit?
What's the RBX?
Exactly. No one knows what RBX is. It's like bootleg Reebok. Anyway, RBX joggers on, a plain white tee, and an Adidas jacket. Like, yo, why you even got Balenciagas on, man? Like, I don't know why people be trying to front like that. Like, they fake. Now you know they fake. At least if you want to have some Balenciagas, at least have on some Gucci, a Gucci t-shirt or a Louis Vuitton t-shirt, something. Got that on Ralph Lauren polo or something. But yeah, man. I know y'all see them out there too. I know y'all see them out there sporting these Balenciaga shoes. They look like clown shoes. I don't even know why people buy them. But just because it got Balenciaga embroidered on the side, you think it's the truth. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I actually that's actually grinding my gears right now. Yeah.
You went hard for that, and that's the second time you done said that.
Well, you know, I'm kind of a sneakerhead. So when that's the first thing I see with people. I look at their feet. But yeah.
Okay, so what grinds my gears is people out in these streets, and they have kids the same age as my kids or our kids, and they ain't got on no mask. How is that possible? If your child can cut on the iPad and actually go to things, then they need a mask on. And also, the other thing that grinds my gears, one, there is 50 million people out. Have your child's hand. Your child should not be running from here and there and everywhere. Hold their hand. It's annoying, especially when I have a child, Carmen, who does not care what she says and says, Mommy, that little boy is being bad. He's not listening to his mom. He's not holding his mommy's hand. Get your child so I'm not forced to do the smile behind the mask. That's what really grinds my gears. You already said what grinds your gears. Yeah. So what is something that was good that happened this week or since the last time you talked to the people?
More eBay sales. Hey, I appreciate all my eBay customers, especially my returning customers who come back to your boy. Y'all know y'all get that exclusive discount when y'all come back to me. No, I'm not going to tell you what the discount is unless you're a returning customer.
I didn't even know you did a discount. If you don't know, Joe and I both own businesses. Joe has one of his businesses is an eBay business. What's the name of the business? I don't want to tell them the wrong. Oh, okay, I don't want to tell them the wrong name.
Yeah. So yeah, deals.
Support my boo.
Yeah, if you local, if you local, the same goes for you too. If you done bought from your boy, you know you get the exclusive discount. Some of the early drops, like Jordans. Sometimes I do get those a week early. So if you're looking for some J's or whatever, let me know.
Holla at your boy.
But that's sometimes though, with these drops now, it's kind of hard to get on, especially when people using bots. But that's a whole different thing. But yeah. not just shoes. I also sell clothing. Some women clothing. I'm not really hip in women clothing. I don't know what all women wear, so I just pretty much stay in my lane.
And I reap the benefits.
When it comes to women stuff, except like of course the sneakers. Like I have like Vapor Max, stuff like that for the women. But yeah.
Also in the chat, you guys, and tell us what you experienced that was good this week, and also tell us what has been grinding your gears. Hold on real quick. Let me check the chat before I move forward. Jess, that look that you gave Joe, you totally just look like your mom. I know. I've noticed I've started doing more looks like my mom, even though I do look like my mom, and I act like my mom. It's a blessing and a curse. Leah said, oop. For once, the dirty. Oh, wait, what? For one, they dirty. Oh, okay. Please drop the link to your business in the chat. So put your link in the chat. Your eBay business.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm caught up. So let me tell y'all about this hunka burning love. For one, I didn't know Joe was off today. If y'all don't know, Joe works on Saturdays. And so we stayed up late last night. That's neither here nor there. Stayed up late. We stayed up late yesterday or this morning. I cannot. So I went to sleep. Joe was still up when I went to sleep. This morning, which I clearly thought when Carmen came in the room, I thought it was like 3:00 in the morning. Clearly it was not. So she was asking Joe 50 million questions. And so I figured that I didn't need to deal with it. Y'all, my sweet, loving husband let me sleep till almost 11 o'clock. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to fix no breakfast. I didn't have to do anything. Literally woke up dazed and confused because I had 50 million missed calls, 1. 2, I had a collab that went live today at 11. So if you didn't catch it, please catch it. It's an international snack taste test with 7 other amazing YouTube moms. So yeah, that's like my last video. Anyways, I was almost late for that, but I got to sleep. Y'all, like, I can't tell you the last time I've slept that late in my life. So thanks, babe. You're so sweet. And then Joe's been being super sweet all day today. He done got me cheesecake. He done said I can do whatever I want. He just been caking me. Ain't it right, babe?
If you call it caking.
Yeah, bought me some stuff. Being all sweet and stuff. So yeah. That's what, I guess what one of the things that I'm excited about. Because now I feel refreshed. Even though I pretty much slept the whole day away, I do feel refreshed. So thanks, babe. So handsome and sweet. Okay, so Vern, you asked about Joe's link. Here it is right here. So yeah, it's on eBay. And I do not want to butcher your name. Unc just said it. Is it Noam? Noam? Either way. Hey. Let's see. Lucy Whittam. Hey. Thank you for joining us. Hey, the Robersons. How are y'all? All right. Now I'm about to get into the whole topic, and he's talking about he gonna be back. And so, what are some things that thank you, Lucy. What are some things that y'all are excited about? What are some good things that happened to y'all this week? Because I know it wasn't just us. Oh, he didn't drop the link. Babe, what's the link to your business? He gotta get it. He said he has to copy it. But yeah. What are some things that y'all are excited about that has happened this week? Hey, Tanisha. Hopefully y'all have wonderful, wonderful weeks. I got 100 on her. Okay, Stugs. Got a bit. This is what happens when your child be on here. A new present. What'd you get? Give me all the details, Mr. Frank. Joe's upstairs, so I'm waiting for him to come back in. Come back on before we start our topic. Because I kind of hinted at this on Wednesday for What's Cooking Wednesday. What we were going to talk about. Now, some of y'all was here for it. So as soon as Mr. Wells himself comes downstairs, we'll have a conversation. But y'all, let me tell you, I feel so refreshed after sleeping until 10:45. Y'all can't tell me nothing. You really got a stylist?
Yeah.
Good job. Who's saying good job? Who is this Lucy? I don't know who that is. Let me see my phone. Where is my phone? Now I'm fussing at Joe. Hold on, you guys. You see my
Talking
phone?
all that smack about me, and I'm ready, like an OG.
You ready? Like what?
That makes no sense.
You see my? Here it is. I just broke bread with you with the window cleaner. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's see. Let me look. All right, so you ready, babe?
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Okay. Sir, you want to start the topic off?
No, you want me to start everything?
Oh!
I'm just saying, if you want me to, I mean,
I will take my compliments back.
I'm just the guest, you know. I'm A1, you're the A, so.
You're the...
What?
Leah just messaged me.
Yeah, Lucy is a bot.
Hold on. Leah said, look. Okay. All right. You know what, Mr. Frank? He said the new president of the United States. Right. All right. So Joe, he don't want to lead nothing off, but y'all know he gonna do all the talking. So it doesn't even matter. So you want to get in the frame? You're not in the frame.
No, I don't know how you. There we go.
All right. But you're super close though.
Because I want to be sunk in the chair.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start using chairs next because your setup is, yeah.
Your face is eh. Anyways, where are your moderators at, Jess? I don't know, but Stugs is on the back end. She didn't help me out, so I didn't cancel them. Matter of fact, I'll probably make some of y'all some mods while y'all in here. Anyway, so today's topic, you guys, is should men get credit for not cheating? I'm gonna preface this: women cheat, men cheat. What are we saying? Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't lie. So men cheat and women cheat. Men lie and women lie. And this conversation is not just going to be about men, but it was to grab your attention. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. So I don't know if you guys listen to the Breakfast Club. Well, the Breakfast Club had, I think his name is Reason, had Reason come on, and basically he said, Burnell, hey Burnell. He said, yes, they should. He said that men should get credit for cheating just because, you know, basically it's easier for them to cheat, and women should be appreciative that men don't cheat. I also go back to, if y'all listen to Kadeen and DeVal. Did you see that episode?
Do you watch Kev on stage?
No. Well, Kadeen and DeVal. Do you watch them?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. You was watching them the other day on the couch conversation.
I know, that was just
okay.
Kev on stage. That's the only reason I clicked on it.
You so silly. Okay, so anyway, so they had a conversation too, saying that basically monogamy is something that is in a relationship. However, that it should not be a chore to do. I gotta keep this PG because I don't want them to like potentially demonetize this video whenever I get monetized. We're gonna say baby dance in lieu of the S word. And so basically you should be, who said that? It's a guy named Reason that said that on the Breakfast Club. I know y'all. And so basically he was saying that, but DeVal said basically if a man in a marriage comes home to his wife and he could pass up 50 million women that will want to baby dance with him, that when he comes home to his wife, that his wife should want to then baby dance. It shouldn't be a chore for her to want to do that, because he could be out here with all these women, but he's not out here with all these women. He's coming home to her. And so that has brought up this topic. Should men or women get credit in their marriage for not cheating? So I want y'all to comment in the comments what your thoughts are, and then also back it up. So don't just say, oh, yeah, we should, or no, they shouldn't, or whatever. Back it up with something so we can actually have a conversation about it. And I'm going to let Joe start off first. Burnell, how are you doing? How are all y'all doing? But yeah, how are you doing, Burnell? But I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you think. Do you think men should get credit for not cheating? And if so, what does that look like in your mindset?
Should a man get credit for not cheating? No, I don't think he should, he should get credit. I don't think he should get credit. I think it's one of those things is, that's something you're supposed to be doing anyway. Kind of like, I'm a segue real quick. You know how you tell your children to do well in school and good in school, right? They're supposed to do good. So should you, it's almost like, why credit something that you're supposed to be already doing good?
True.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, to kind of sum it up is, you don't supposed to cheat. I mean, if you got to cheat, then let your woman know. Hey, it's something, communicate with your woman. Shoot, sometimes your woman might be down, Sometimes the woman might be down with getting an extra body. It all depends on what works with their relationships, because everybody's relationship is different. Same with a woman. Should a woman get credit for not cheating? Because we all know women can get it. Women can get it so easily.
What do you mean?
I mean, y'all can cheat so easily.
What?
For real.
How can women cheat?
Well, let me read some of the comments.
I'm trying to add mine.
No.
Anyway. Nuh-uh. Read the comments. Go ahead and read the comments. What they saying? You gonna push the button? We on Leah's phone. She got that thing.
No, I didn't.
Scroll it down. You might have to use your finger.
Yes.
Wait, go back down. Yeah. Keep going. So the last one I stopped at. All right, there we go. What did Bird say? All I see is WTF. Y'all know I'm blind.
What the freak is easy for a woman to cheat? What I just said.
Also the men that be
Bird, man.
Okay, so no. I meant to not credit for Cheney. What a man should do before he gets married is to all his oaths. If he is a godly man, if he is a world. Okay. I don't think either should, because you agreed to be married and that's understood. I am good. Okay. Yes. Women can't get it anytime.
That's what I said, Frank.
You're right about that. Now, wait a minute, Edward.
Fellas, man. Thank y'all for speaking up, fellas, man.
So you think, now let's just go back. Babe, have you?
Fred and Edward, man, in the chat, man.
Have you been cheated on?
No, I've never been cheated on.
You've never been cheated on?
I've never been cheated on.
I've been cheated on multiple times by quite a few people. I'm super. Hush, babe, before you say something. When I have been cheated on and I knew I was cheated on, I should have just said, hey, that's it, whatever. But I didn't, and I was like, okay, you didn't mean it. Let's try it again. I'll be mad for a couple of weeks, and then here I am accepting the same thing that happened. And it with one person I was cheated on multiple times. Multiple times. But the way that it was fun was, well, we were best friends before, so you should know I was like this, yada, yada, yada. So that's how that is. But Joe says he's never been cheated on, so I guess he wouldn't know because he just thinks he's such a debonair guy.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Who would cheat on him?
It was just the women that I choose to date was not those type of women that cheat.
Oh, so I chose men that was just...
that's your... You had poor choice.
Shut up. So please explain how women can cheat. How women can cheat without y'all knowing. Please explain this.
I ain't said without us knowing. I just said it's so much easier for y'all to cheat.
How is it easier for us to cheat?
Because it don't take much for a man.
What?
It don't take much for a man.
What you mean?
A woman is like if I mean some women, but if a man steps to a woman, you know, he's gonna give her a whole spew on, you know, whether how good he is, he's a good dude, or whatever. His representation of himself that he thinks sounds good to her. So he's gonna spit game basically to try to get her. With the woman, with some women, women go up to the man and look at him. He be like, "What the business is? Let's go."
You think
like, sometimes they don't even have to say a word because most women are already looking good. You got your makeup on, hair did, nails did. You're probably wearing something tight, show the curvature of your body. So it's like, shoot, let's go ahead and, you know, it's easier. To me, it's just easier for a woman.
So have you ever been in a situation to where, you know, looked at a woman and you been like, hey, what is up? Besides me, of course.
No, I just wasn't that type of guy.
But with me, you were, because you just thought I was pretty, right? Yes. I don't think that's true. I don't think, I will say for, you went up, you didn't skip the chat.
Oh, damn.
Yes, you did. What did Shonda say?
No, exactly. Gabe.
Hey, girl. What did Mr. Frank say?
Women cheat with the male best friend or their baby's father or child's father.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Frank. I feel like this. I feel like when you are married and you have friends of the opposite sex, I feel like once you get married, that if that male friend does not have a spouse or a girlfriend or something like that, to where it's, what's the word that I'm looking for? To where the perception isn't that, okay, that's my male best friend. Because before Joe, I had several male best friends. We have been in high school together and everything. But when me and Joe became serious, like I had to kind of let that slide by the wayside because I didn't want Joe, even though we're still friends to this day and they have spouses, I didn't want Joe to feel like that there could be something. if that makes sense. So it's kind of like as a respect to him, even if I talk to them, I'd be like, hey, babe, I talked to such and such. Any guy that I've talked to that, any guy that I've talked to that has been a friend or my baby daddy, because I do have a baby daddy, like I tell Joe, like even now, like if I talk to Leah's dad, I give Joe that courtesy. I literally tell him everything, not because Joe has insecurity issues or anything like that, but it's just a respect thing, because I never want anyone to feel like they have the upper hand and can come tell Joe anything about what I said. Like if I'm gonna cuss you out or say whatever or whatever, I'm gonna come to Joe and tell him, especially if it's a man, I'm gonna come to him and tell him so he doesn't ever have to wonder what's going on. He never asks, but as a respect thing, I do. But you are right, Mr. Frank, because sometimes people be getting caught up with their ex-lovers, child. But I feel like I feel like that it's not as easy for women. We get approached all the time. I get approached all the time, but I know that there is nothing worth jeopardizing what we have, if that makes sense. So I don't think that's accurate. And I mean, I wear things that fit, but I'm still conservative. And I'll say sometimes I get hit on when I have sweatpants and slides on. So it doesn't have anything to do with curves. So your big fingers. What did Brian say? What she say? I can't read it.
Boy, bye.
No, what did Embracing Reality say? Because he had to say something. Vernell said something. Y'all, Joe about to get fired. He's talking about me.
No, I'm just saying.
What you saying? Hold on. Vern, you should be blue. If not, refresh. Exactly, Gayla. Wait, what did Gayla say? Hold on, y'all, because Joe over here. No, that's not what's supposed to be done. Congratulations. Here's your medal for being an adult and doing the right thing. Right.
Mouth all in the screen.
Mouth all in the screen. Shut up, babe. Women cheat with the male best friend. See, Joe ain't even clicking on stuff. No, a man should not get credit for cheating because a man should. Yes, I do. So I can read. I'm over here trying to add mods. Oh, it's before getting married. A godly man will be right, Vernell. Vern said, boy, bye. When we try to cheat, when we try to cheat, women make you jump through hoops before they give it up. What a man is saying, a woman can't easily. Okay. Cheat. Okay. Right, Vern. Okay, women, but if you leave a man for cheating. All right. It is easier if she's the type of woman. Yeah, exactly. I'm not that type. Now, I will say this. Joe and I, that's the last one, because you slacking. When Joe and I went through premarital counseling, one of the things that was asked was what would be our deal breaker. We both said deal breaker is cheating. Like, ain't no coming back from that at all. If you cheat, you cheat. Now, however, me and you have had this conversation where we've said, and this is another conversation that we can bring up into this. If your spouse, right, why cheat? Why cheat? This is exactly why I'm bringing this up. So we had a conversation, it was a couple years ago, where we said, what was the conversation? If you were to cheat on me, hypothetically, if you were to cheat on me, how would that make me feel? Especially if you had came to me and talked to me and stuff like that. The key thing is communication. One, Joe and I communicate really. Joe is the great communicator. Me, on the other hand, I just lash out. I'm getting better. But I said I would, if Joe came to me and was like, hey, you slacking in this, because typically your spouse or whoever, if y'all really communicate, they're going to tell you what you slacking on. And so if Joe was to tell me that I'm slacking on stuff and I still don't acknowledge it or whatever, and then he does cheat, part of that is my responsibility too. I feel like part of me is at fault because I'm not listening to my husband. I'm not putting forth effort to listen to his needs or take his needs into consideration. But both of us feel like cheating is wrong. But if one of us was to cheat and you're saying, hey, look, you messing up in these areas, then you have no choice but to kind of eat that just a little bit if your spouse is cheating. What does that say? But a person may cheat because they are missing something in the relationship. Yes. So people can't cheat emotionally. Y'all see Pastor John Gray, he had to step down because he was cheating emotionally multiple times. And people may just cheat just physically. But I don't think you should get credit, but you should also, I feel like, this is just me, I feel like you should give your spouse something to look forward to when they see you, or you look forward to things within the relationship. Like, I'm not gonna, now some days I be looking bummy, but when Joe comes home, I try to make, what'd you say? Did you nod? Oh, I try to make sure, like, hey, I acknowledge Joe when he comes home. I give him a hug and a kiss. Me and the girls try and be the first to go give Joe a hug and a kiss when he comes home. Or even, like, make sure I look somewhat presentable when he comes home. Those types of things, just to give him something to look forward to, versus, what you doing? You about to be banned.
Man, you need to get this look behind phone, man.
Read what it said. I'm about tired of you. Even if, let's move this closer. There we go. Joe act like he ain't used to this setup. Even if I'm missing something in the relationship, no cheating. If I feel that I need to cheat, I need to check myself or leave the relationship. Yes. He is just plain nasty. You don't like Pastor John Gray birds? Some just are easily tempted, or they just want the best of both worlds and have no business getting married in the first place. True. When you take those vows, you're supposed to mean what you say. It's for better or worse, not if I feel like I'm not getting enough attention, so let me find it elsewhere. Yes. So I say that to say this. Communication plays a big, big part in that. And I feel like a lot of cheating happens because there's a lack of communication on both ends. It could be a lack of communication with you trying to talk to your significant other, and it could be a lack of communication with that significant other receiving it. Because it's been sometimes Joe's been like, hey, babe, you doing X, Y, Z. And I'd be like, man, whatever. I'm still going to do what I want to do anyways. But I had to catch myself because by time number 2 of Joe saying it, then it's obviously a problem, and vice versa. So, do you feel like...
Oh.
What?
What Vernell said.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to get it together. I didn't sat here and talk. Hold on, let me finish adding these.
It's already on now.
Hold on, let me finish adding these mods. Hold on, y'all.
Vernell said a man and a woman is going to have a deal breaker in the bedroom, so y'all have to splash that out before you get married. For instance, some women and some men do not like go downtown. That's true. That is true.
That is true.
That's something, like I said, that's communication. That's something you have to let your
significant other know
before. Because let me tell you.
Sometimes.
I
thought you was about to say. Did y'all see how my face was?
Mine always going left, bro. I promise.
I was gonna say, don't say that, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Let a person know, because I mean, if you get married and then he or she doesn't do it, and then you feel like that's, you might not feel that it's really something that big, but it can be.
That's why it's kind of like you need to, what they say, drink the milk before you buy the cow.
No, I don't believe that. But...
So you don't think you should drink the milk before you buy the cow?
No, I believe you shouldn't have sex enough before marriage.
Yep, you better be.
I'm just saying that's a belief. I don't believe it,
Y'all, I gotta mute this mic. What?
But let me correct now. I believe that you shouldn't, but if you do, then hey, that's okay too. But you know, because sometimes I think like when you have sex, the relationship between the two partners are different compared to if you just building a relationship, getting to know each other. Because you know, like with some people, they'll have sex and everything before they even get to know the person, and now that you know the person, you hate the person. But hey, guess what?
You can't take leaves away.
You can't take the sex back. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he just like, well, you know what I'm saying? I beat it. At the end of the day,
talk so.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. And she might be like, it wasn't nothing anyway, but that's another body count. So that's why I'm kind of like, you shouldn't, but hey, I understand what people do, because some people feel that it is a need, because they were like, well, what if I get married and the baby dance is not that good, right?
Because then you're stuck with
that. Then that's when you look
but
at
you could communicate.
Your faith in the Most High. You do really think the Most High gonna give you someone that's not capable of fulfilling your needs? Like I never really worried about if I was to get married, she would be whack. You know, I didn't never believe that anyway. But the way society is now, I see how it is. But yeah.
You stupid. You said a body count. Now, I will say this. When we went through premarital counseling, they did say that we shouldn't have any intimate contact before the wedding. Like, we should abstain from all of the things. Now, I will say that it did seem like our relationship had got stronger because we didn't kiss, we didn't do anything. We just did Christian hand holding, y'all. That was it. So I will say that it helped build our foundation. But I also feel like you should drink the milk before you buy the cow. I don't care what you say, babe, because that junk could be whack. But again, you could communicate with your spouse and say, hey, these are the things I like, these are the things I don't like, or whatever. But I feel like the Most High would give you all of the things with that one person. Your thoughts? Hold on, y'all. I'm checking the chat. Let me go to Vernell. What'd she say? Births and realities. Even if... Okay. I have been married almost 20 years, and I never stepped out on my marriage in any way. Right! But I do know some people who've been married for 20 plus years, and they've been stepping out every day. But then come home and act like ain't nothing happened. I used to like John Gray, but what he is doing now is just awful and embarrassing to his wife, and he looks ridiculous. Absolutely. Like, even with him giving that whole apology, which I could kind of understand it. If you publicly embarrass your wife or whatever, then you need to publicly apologize. I'm all for that. Don't apologize to me in quiet. However, like, give it up, man. Just don't even, just don't. Just don't. Because you're just making yourself look stupid. All right. So, John Gray been all the way out of order. Yes. I really liked him. Hopefully he gets his life together. Right. But, you know, it'll be a whole, whole thing, a whole book. At some point, it will be a marketing thing for him to say, oh, he's changed his life, yada, yada, yada. Which maybe he will, but still, I know he'll profit from it in some type of way. LOL. You got a great man. You are a great man. Yes, he is. You look like right. Girl, I didn't know what he was about to say. We telling people what we going on. Miss Frank said, you give it up. That's true. Too much sex happening before people really get to know each other. It all comes down to compatibility, conversation, trust, loyalty, and love. A lot of people are in like and not in love. Yes. People are in like. What you think, babe? That's
Yeah,
why
true. That's true
people be
too.
having 50 million kids with 50 million people.
Yeah, that's a question coming up later too about that same
What?
thing with the sex.
What's the question?
And we'll do that later. See.
Oh, so yeah. So I don't think technically any one person should get credit, but it's I'm not gonna say it's how would you even put that in words? I don't want to say like, okay, you don't cheat, but it's appreciated that you don't cheat, or I don't know. I guess it just all boils down to good conversation. And we've both said if you feel like you need to cheat, just go. Don't waste my time. Don't sit here and just cheat and then you be lying and then all of that stuff. So yeah, I don't think you should get credit. But I felt like that was a really, really good topic to bring up. But the other part of that is if you are in a relationship that's monogamous, do you feel like, hey, if man or woman, if the relationship is monogamous and you could be out here getting it from anybody, but you decide not to and still remain monogamous with your significant other, do you feel like your significant other should be willing at the drop of a dime to just baby dance? Because you can get it from anybody, but you're choosing to, hey, I'm coming home, I got a wife, I got a husband, or whatever. Do you think that that is something that should happen, or you don't think it should matter either way?
I mean, it just depends on the man. Like some men, they feel they can't be obligated to one woman.
You know what, Vern? Look what Vern said about Pastor John Gray. A mess. Let me finish eating these wings. But yeah, do you think that any spouse or significant other should be willing to be like, okay?
I mean, I can see as far as like when it comes to a celebrity or someone like that, how they may feel they should get some type of credit because they are a celebrity. They do have women, throwing themselves at them, vice versa with the women in Hollywood. That they have men throwing themselves, pretty much at the women about what they can do in the bedroom and all this stuff. So
no, but I'm saying everyday folks. Do you feel like?
No, I know what I'm saying. Everyday folks. I mean, men in a sense. I can see where it can be more appreciative for the man not cheating, simply because women outnumber us. So to every 7 women is 1 man. So you're looking at, okay, this 1 man is focused or being with 1 woman. Then you got 6 other women out here that's willing to, do whatever. So I can see how it could be more on the male side as far as
get
credit because he has to walk through more women than she does males.
But do you think that, let's just say me, if I'm out here and I got guys that's just hollering at me just because I'm out here in a moo looking a hot mess, and they just like, you know what, I can give you all of the business, but I choose not to, and I come home to you and you deny or not give me any baby dance, do you feel like you should be willing to do that because I could have had any guy out here, but I'm choosing to come home with you, or vice versa? Do you think that that's the case? Do you think you should be willing to baby dance if willing to baby dance knowing that I could have anybody, or vice versa? Do you feel like I should be able, like, if you get women thrown at you delivering packages, now you come home and I be like, you know what, I am not baby dancing with you tonight or the rest of this week? Would you feel some type of way, or would that cast some type of doubt?
No, I feel that is more of a problem with the relationship.
If I don't want to baby dance?
Yeah.
Why would it be a problem with the relationship?
Because, why not?
I see that question. I wasn't expecting to come back.
And so I'm like, why not?
True. And what if I said, you know, I'm tired, or I had a long day with the kids, or whatever?
You don't be. I mean, that's fine too, because.
So you would be okay with that? Not that I've ever denied Joe, but.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
we've never denied each other.
I mean, if you're tired, you're tired. But some men, they don't care if you're tired. Like, hey, all you got to do is bend over, or you can just lay there for all I care. I just need to get this out the way. That was some women fail to realize. We really don't care. You know, you just lay there, and then we're done. You know.
I'm done with you.
It may not be the same for women, but for a male, we don't care. Hey, you tired? Okay, you can go sleep.
But if I was to deny you, would you ask why? Or would you just be like, oh, okay?
I mean, it's hard for me to say that because
I never denied you.
That plus, I like that's not your character, so it'll be like, okay, something else up. Because like if you was, if you know, we got into that situation where I wanted to baby dance, and he was like, "Nah, baby, not tonight." I'd be like, "Okay," I wouldn't even question it. I'm like, "Okay, well, she probably had no."
I would. I'd be over there silent crying.
I'd be like, well, "She probably had a long day. You know, she probably is tired. It's all good. It's all right. I get tomorrow." That's how I feel. Shit, I get tomorrow.
You stupid, man. So yeah, that was my question. Babe, what's your question? You said what now? You gotta ask what to the people?
I'm reading the comments.
Oh, you can go ahead and move on. What? I'm looking at y'all's comments on the computer. What do y'all think about that? Do you think, well, what the question I just asked, what are y'all thoughts on that? If you are being monogamous, oh my God, that was spicy and it's in my throat. Do you feel like when your significant other comes home, you shouldn't deny them the baby dance? Wink, wink. Y'all know I can't wink. Or do you think you should? Just because, hey, things are happening. Because that's what DeVal and Kadeen kind of got into it about. Because she said, you know, hey, I didn't know that being married, I was going to have to fulfill your baby dance needs. You know, sometimes I'm tired. I done been with the kids all day, yada, yada, yada. And so she said sometimes she's not willing to do that. But DeVal is like, hey, I need all of the love because I could be out here, but I'm choosing to be with you. So what are your thoughts about that?
About what?
About should you be willing to baby dance when you know your significant other could be out here living their best life and you wouldn't even know?
No, I pretty much already answered that.
No, not you. I'm saying the chat.
Oh. It said women like to be ready to when it comes. That's so a man should be respectful and wait on her when she says she's tired. Because if you wait, you get double brownie points. She's going to show up and show out. All right, Vernell, but what happened if she doesn't show up and show out? Huh? What then?
You just better deal with just the basicness. You got it, didn't you?
Phone's about to die.
Your phone's about to die? Get it together. Nope. A man is a man, whether he is a celebrity or a pastor. Wrong is wrong. No pass. Right. Well, sorry, y'all. I did a collab today, so my phone is like going off. I'm like actually popping to that. But yeah, not that Joe and I have that, but I've just noticed like a lot in the media. It's this thing like, okay, if my man doesn't pay my bills or whatever, then we can't be. Or Sweetie was like, if my man doesn't buy me a Birkin, and then obviously he's whack. Or, you know, the whole monogamy thing. And I think people too, when they get married, and I've noticed this, people are fascinated with the wedding. They're not fascinated with the marriage. And I think as time has gone on, the sanctity, golly, what happened to that must be flowers.
Yeah. Your stuff. You better say something.
I think that people get so fascinated with, oh, I want a wedding, I want this, I want that, that they lose the mindset of all the work that has to go into a marriage. Literally, a marriage, I hate to say it, but it is work. You're with someone for the rest of your life. Oh, excuse me. So you need to know what it is that, helps things tick. Because if you're not, oh snap, how did I end up here? I don't know, but hello. But yeah, so I think that's the thing. People have lost the sanctity of what a marriage is actually supposed to be. And once everyone gets back on track to what that is and how much work it takes and what it is to actually know your spouse or know each other, the better off we will all be. Because a lot of people they're like, oh, I want a big wedding, I want this, I want that, but what work are you putting into the marriage once the marriage happens? So I think that is where a lot of people get things misconstrued. Frank said it's a 24-hour job.
Yep, it is 24 hour
Yeah,
job.
it's a 24-hour job. No days off. No days off. But I think people, even like when I see like some of my YouTube suggested your channel, guys, oh great, thanks. I've noticed like a lot of people say, oh, I want a big wedding, I want this, I want that, yada yada yada, but they're not even talking about what type of spouse they want. Like, you could have the best wedding ever, but your spouse could be trash. So yeah, so I think that is a problem that, I mean, that's the way society is now. I think people are just losing the importance of what a marriage is versus what a wedding is. Your thoughts? Burnell said, believe me, she will, because you respect her and she doesn't want to disappoint you because you're fulfilling your end of the bargain. The real men, the real women like that. True. What do you think about marriage and weddings? Do you think people have transposed the two? And two, hold on before you comment. I think that's why a lot of people are struggling with this quarantine too, because this is the most that people have been around their spouse. Now you're really seeing the true everything. So yeah. What are your thoughts, babe?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are is in love with the fairy tale. That's why I even said on one of our previous joints about the falling in love and being in love. You know, talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the fairy tale. Like, women all their lives are brought up to be princesses, and you meet your man and you have a big wedding. It's not the same for dudes. Dudes is you raise up, make sure you get money, and women. It's like, it's not the same. So when a woman comes up, her fairy tale is, oh, meet the man of my life, my knight in shining armor, and have this big, huge wedding, and all the spotlight is going to be on me. I'm going to have a lovely dress, blase, 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 blase.
But then after that.
So it's just like, well, okay, you've been brought up and raised up in this fairy tale to get married. What's after the marriage? The fairy tale never goes on. The fairy tale always say, lived happily ever after. But it doesn't say how they actually live after.
Yeah.
So, like I said, most
and I think people too have to be specific in what they ask for in a spouse, whether it's a man or a woman. Because some people are like, oh, okay, I just want to get married. To what? What are you wanting out of that spouse? What are you wanting to give to your spouse to where they feel as if you're compatible? And if you're not wanting to do that type of work or work together with your spouse, then what we doing? What is it? Vern said, no, wait, Mr. Frank said some people don't know what a marriage is until they are really into it. True. Because I will say our first year of marriage versus our dating plus being engaged, because that was a whole different thing, to us being married our first year to now is completely different. Excuse me. Because I know you wanted to judo chop me plenty of times, and likewise. Did you ever want to judo chop me?
Yeah, but I don't think it was like completely different. I don't think it was.
I think it was different.
Completely different to me means Well, when we was boyfriend and girlfriend, it was all
Gumdrops and butterflies.
yeah, pretty much. And now I'm beating you, so it's like.
But I think the completely different in that regard was me. It wasn't you. You were the same, but for me, I wasn't communicating with you like what I did prior to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my communication was off. Now I feel like, okay, I do communicate a lot better than what I did, but I feel like I didn't communicate with you enough to let you know how I was feeling about certain things. So I'll say I was completely different. You, like, I feel like I was different versus you being different. Not you, not saying that you did anything wrong. It was more so me. Hold on.
Some people don't know what a marriage is until they are in it. Bernice said, let's question why a man cheats.
Yes.
What is he not thinking of because it is a decision to cheat? Or saying a stiff don't have a conscience. She crazy.
Yeah, I guess that is a good question. Why does anyone cheat? I guess maybe I should bring a guest on. Let's ask this question. Has anyone in the chat cheated? Or just hypothetical. Has anyone cheated? And if so, what has led you to cheat? If not, then I guess we have a whole bunch of honest people in this chat that has never cheated. I've never cheated. I've just been cheated on.
Like I said, I've never been cheated on. And before I even was about to cheat on a girl.
You was about to cheat on somebody?
Or about to do that, I ended it.
Really?
Yeah.
You almost cheated on somebody?
I won't say almost when I knew that the relationship wasn't really going the way. You remember, I ain't really was into relationships like that. So when the relationship wasn't going anywhere, I'm like, all right, man, I'm out. But it wasn't like I was saying where I'm out, you know what I'm saying? If you don't do that, I'm cheating. It was like, basically, all right, I told you what you was doing wrong, and you still continue to do it. And you do stuff behind my back. So once I find out you're doing something very simple behind my back, after you know it's kind of a pet peeve of mine, then I know if it's something serious, I know you're definitely going to have it behind your back. So with that being said, this relationship is over.
But Joe, he the type, all his exes still be wanting to halfway talk to him.
Because really, all of my breakups, I don't know about some of you all, but all my breakups been pretty mutual. Like,
but guess what I had to do?
It's been
ain't no talking.
Like, it wasn't I hate him. Like a lot of people, some people have bad behind breakups, like rough breakups.
All my breakups been rough.
I didn't have that. It was always mutual. Like I said, I'm gonna tell the girl that I'm dating at the time. I'm pretty much gonna tell them, hey, you know, I understand where you're going. I understand where I'm going, and so I think it's best that we depart. It was fun while it lasted, but let's keep it moving.
Am I too high?
Also, why do another question was, why do a man cheat? Because all the options, like I said before, is 7-1. Women 7-1. So it's almost like, yeah, the man, he can go out here in these streets. You're looking at 7 women every day. 7 women every day.
But what is it?
So why would he cheat?
What's missing? This is my thing.
Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's just attraction. Oh man, she look good, and then she's saying all these sweet nothings. It's like, man, I ain't even trying to go there. But then it's like, a reason why a man cheats is because I won't say it's the woman fault or anything like that, but it's just something missing in the relationship that he doesn't want to deal with. So instead of him actually dealing with it with his significant other, the easy escape route is to just go and cheat.
But I guess that's the thing. Like, I guess no one will know. Hold on, let me check the chat. Okay, she said that. I say, when you get married, don't put in all the effort in the wedding, but put all the effort into getting to know each other as a married couple. Don't go on a honeymoon as soon as you get married. By getting to know each other first, you can go on your honeymoon 6 months after when you get home. Vernell, if we would have went 6 months after, we would have never had a honeymoon. Because Joe wasn't even supposed to be out for our wedding.
Yep.
You was supposed to be at work. He was almost late to our rehearsal. But we did have our honeymoon, like literally, we got married on a Saturday. Our honeymoon was on a Sunday. I was pregnant that next week. Or maybe like a week or so after. But I think if we could do it all over again, I probably still wouldn't have waited for a honeymoon because we probably just kept putting it off. Vernell said, yes, a mental and emotional cheat on a boyfriend. He was a jerk and into drugs. Okay, so Vernell, you cheated? Shonda, I never cheated. Mr. Frank said his breakups were bad. My breakups were bad. All of my breakups were bad. I am not on talking terms with any of my exes. However, the breakups were bad, but I have had my exes hit me up and say, oh, that they miss me, or they've missed our relationship, or they realize like they did me wrong in the relationship or whatever. So I guess part of me is like, okay, that's validation because I knew I didn't do anything wrong, but they just cheated. They couldn't give me a reason on why they cheated. It was just the opportunity, and they was like, okay, they're in the club, I don't club, and so someone's with them, and so they just felt the need to cheat. But also some of those relationships were long distance relationships, so yeah. But I guess you do have a point. People don't know why they cheat. They just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, opportunity. It's almost like when you full, when you done ate all the food, and then somebody brings some cake out, and you still eat a piece of the cake. You know you're full. Why you eating some more cake? Just because it's there, and it looks delicious.
Why you had to use the cake analogy though?
I'm
Because
just
my greedy self, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna eat all the cake and hand me your icing. Give me your icing.
There's no really no.
And I'd be miserable after the fact.
Exactly. You do the do, be like, man.
I should have ate that slice.
Ate that cake, man.
And then I'd be like, well, maybe, I didn't really eat earlier. So then I rationalize it. So I guess it's the same thing. Vernell said, no, not sexual, just into another person. Okay. And so, Vernell, why did you feel like you needed to cheat emotionally? It was just because that person that you were with was a jerk? And so you were like, bump it, I just need somebody to talk to and to confide in? All my people that cheated on me, it wasn't emotional. It was physical. They did all of the things. Big Mac Sam said, let me ask a question. If you knew that you wouldn't ever get caught cheating, would you do it? Why or why not? I wouldn't do it. One, because I have a very, very hard time lying. I will end up telling on myself. One. Two, I feel like even if I wasn't going to get caught, seeing how hurt Joe would be, or knowing how much I've hurt him, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I guess that's my thing. Would you cheat if you knew that you wouldn't get caught?
No.
Why?
It'll weigh on me too much.
Yeah.
It'll weigh on me too much. That's why I said, like, anybody else
I
haven't cheated on them, because if I was to cheat on them, I have to tell them. And then telling them that I know it'll hurt them, and then they will put me in that category as a no good dude. And I never want that on my resume. Being a no good dude, or for another woman to say, yeah, I dated Joe, he cheated on me. Also, another question, is a cheat always a cheat?
Once a cheat, always a cheat. Yes. Ain't no rehabilitation for a cheater.
Put in the comments, is a cheater always a cheater? If you met him or her dating, you come on a date and you ask them, have you ever cheated? And they say, yeah. Is that a red flag? Will you continue to date the person if you know they didn't cheat on the person before?
I probably wouldn't have been with you if you told me that you had cheated.
Put in the comments. Let me know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been with you if you said you cheated. But when we first met each other, y'all, we asked each other 50 million questions. But Joe swear up and down I was being rude. But we talked the whole time though. Ugly self.
Also, Gayla said, she said, never understood why people would do the work to cheat, but not work it out with a partner. Well, for one thing, Gayla.
True, that's right. It does take extra work to cover it up.
One thing, Gayla, is not work at first. Because most of the time you think you got to figure it out. So, you can meet somebody. Like I said, you can be dating someone, right? And, y'all might have your ups and downs or whatever. But it can be another girl that you may have went to school with, work on a job with. So you've been knowing this person maybe 3 or 4 years. And they say, man, this girl or this dude, I really, kind of bond with them. They're really cool and real cool peeps. And then, all it can take is, maybe one night, get a couple of drinks in your system or whatever, or it can, and some may go down. That's why you don't need to put yourself in compromising positions. But, some may go down. So they don't really feel that it's like work. It's basically like, man, I would smash. I mean, you even hear people saying, in the workplace, talking about different people in the workplace, would you smash or pass? And even though some of these people do have girlfriends or boyfriends, they'd be like, yeah, if I didn't have a boyfriend or if I didn't have a girlfriend, yeah, I'd smash. Or, something like that. But
I don't know. I guess I've never had those conversations. Y'all have? I ain't even gonna put y'all on Front Street like that. But when I was paying attention a little bit, but Leah then sent me a message. Look at this. You can scroll up. My thing is, hold on, let me go back to Gayla. Never understood. So I don't understand why people cheat. And I don't understand why you wouldn't work it out or why you don't have some type of self-control. Like, that was always my thing. Like, you wasn't thinking about me. You was just out here taking body shots, doing whatever. You didn't think, oh, okay, I have a whole girlfriend at home. But then one of my exes would literally call me after all of that and be like, yeah, that's what I did. So you knew, you were conscious enough to where you could still call me after the fact. What is this thing? Okay, so yeah, so that's where I totally agree with that. And so Shonda said exactly, Gayla, or if it's no working out, just leave. Yeah, people can change. I don't know, Shonda. I don't know if people can change after they cheat. Because this one particular ex is still the same poop, different toilet. It's just a different girl. It's the same scenario with at least 2 people that I know. It's the same scenario. They've done the same thing to both of them. Both of those people have done the same thing, but just in different relationships and multiple times. I don't know. I feel like some people can change depending on the situation or depending on the severity of the cheat, or maybe if it was a tit for tat type cheat, or if it was just an emotional type thing. But I don't know. I've never cheated, but I never understand. Hey, Tuber Chat. Thank you so much. And Bert said, oh, no, don't blame it on
alcohol.
Byron, let me tell you, my ex would be like, I just took like 4 body shots off this person, and yes, I slept with them, but I'm calling you right now to let you know that I slept with this said person. But I love you, though. What? What am I supposed to say? So, yeah. Vern said, no, I didn't answer the question. That was what Vern said, not me. Okay. Hello, Tuber Chat. Okay. Some don't know, but some do.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Asia. You okay, baby? You tired? Mm-mm. You look sleepy. You want to tell the vlog, hey? They can't see you. Say, hey, vlog. Hey, vlog. All right, go back upstairs.
Come on, what else you want to watch something else on TV? Mm-hmm. Okay, come on.
Carmen be up here hanging like she is one of us. In her eyes, y'all, she got the biggest bag. She been hanging with her mama all day. Right, Carmen?
And with my daddy.
And with your daddy. She said it's just the three of us. She a mess. Carmen thinks that she is all the way adult. Right, Shonda. Some will never change. And I guess, you know, it's just like, I guess I can't say that people don't change. That was an ignorant statement. Because it's just like when people who don't believe in going to church or things like that, and then then they become a born again Christian or things of that nature. So people can change. But in my narrow-headed mindedness, they can't. Once a cheat, always a cheat. A cheetah don't change its. Cheetah has spots, right? Cheetah don't change its spots. What has stripes? Tigers don't. Tigers don't change their stripes. Ask me who's helping my children with their homeschooling. Cheetahs don't change their spots, okay? In my mind, because I just knew when Joe and I got together. One, the relationship that I was in prior to Joe, it was all of the things. Put your textbook manipulation. Textbook, that was that. And the textbook manipulated was me. Okay? So it literally took me, I had to take a whole year to myself, y'all, to like say, okay, this is what I want for myself. This is the type of woman I want to be. This is the type of man I would like in my life, because by that time I had Leah. So I also had to think about that, like what type of man I want to be around Leah, yada, yada, yada. And literally everything that I pray for and ask for, I know that sounds cliche. Literally, Joe is that person. Now, was I kind of skeptical and thinking, okay, one, I have a whole baby. No one's going to want to be with me. I'm just going to have to deal with either one, getting cheated on, because that is going to be the norm. Or two, just knowing that I'm not going to be able to bring any guys around Leah, because it could be a situation to where, hey, it may be a volatile situation type thing. But I did have the mindset, part of me, before me and Joe got together was, okay, next guy I'm going to be with, they're probably going to cheat. And this is how I'm going to have to handle the situation. But I will say this. When I met Joe via Facebook, and when we first met for the first time, like literally all of that doubt went away. And I was like, you know what? I can't bring that old relationship and all of that hurt and stuff like that I had in my previous relationship. I can't bring that to Joe, because he's a whole different person. And if I bring all of that to him, the relationship that we will have will never prosper, because I'm always, holding a cloud over his head that he didn't even know existed, because that's something that I'm dealing with that I hadn't really dealt with. So I literally, y'all, when I say it took a whole year, okay, it literally took a whole year for me to get to the point to where, y'all, Leah's jacket's right here, so don't think it's closed. We just lay the jacket so it's, easy for you to grab. But I really had to think about that thing and pray about it and just know, like, hey, it's not fair to have somebody else starting off in the same place that my ex left. You know what I mean? And so I guess when you're cheated on, it takes a lot for you to realize what's happening going forward. Oh, Brian said, oh, bless that baby. Some will never change. Yes. Hey, cutie. Girl, all relationships are tough. Yes. So you asked if a cheater is always a cheater. A family member of mine has been married 3 times. He cheated on his first 2 wives. I have not heard of him cheating on the 3rd wife. You ain't heard. I was about to say something, but that's your family. But that makes you wonder, like, and then even, I guess this is another thing too. Let's just say if you get cheated on, and that person gets with the person that they cheated on you with, and they're so faithful to that person, or does all of the things that you're like, I told you that you should have did X, Y, Z. When you see that they're doing that with that other person, that does cause you to have some type of like doubt, like, dang, was I not worthy of that love? What makes this person better than me? It really like brings up a lot of insecurities. But I will say with the people that have cheated on me, they've done the same thing multiple times to multiple different people. So I'm like, really, you're not better than me, and I'm not better than you. Like, obviously, it's not us, it's him. Or even when people have been engaged multiple times, like, come on. Things like that start making you wonder. But true, the third one, you probably looking at her like, girl, watch your bag. Your man might be cheating. Some people are loyal and some people love to cheat. That is true. That's awesome. God sent exactly what you needed. Yes, you can't say that. I was upset. Yeah, and two, you know, sometimes when people, I guess this, sometimes when people are married and some people know that their spouse cheats and some people just stay. And I don't know if that's like when kids are involved, if that's an honorable thing, like, okay, they cheated, but I'm staying because of the kids, or is that not setting a good example for your child? Like, okay, your mom or dad cheated, but you know what? It's okay. I'm leaving. This is what y'all see. You see me being strong and independent and me leaving. Or you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, do I stay and allow my children to have that life that they've always had? Or do I leave and just, the whole family is uprooted? So that's another thing. So yeah, so I guess it's a lot, especially with cheating, you guys. Not that Joe and I have cheated or that we've ever thought about cheating, but these conversations that we have with y'all, literally, these are our dinner conversations. Like when we go out on a date, we talk about stuff like this because we see like some of our friends, we know that they out here cheating, and we're like, now, I'm not even going to say friends, associates. We'll say associates because we don't even hang out with these people. You friends, I don't get down like that. And my friends, we've been friends for almost 2 decades. And so we know those things, and our spouses are really good friends and all that. But some people that we see on Facebook and stuff, we be like, all right, now, we know you was out doing whatever, or you got 2 and 3 accounts on Facebook or Instagram, and you didn't have conversations with, just in general, because, people just be calling Joe, talking to Joe, telling them about all the little indiscretions that they did. So, yeah, I don't know. It's 2 parts to that. Some people can change when they cheat, and some people just cheat. Welcome back. You've been gone for forever. So, what was the question you had to ask the people? Let's talk about being with 50 million people.
Oh no, I was just
Someone has to catch up. What? What are you doing?
I was looking at some questions I was gonna have.
Oh.
When we talking about this.
What questions you got?
No, what questions you had listed for?
No, I was finished with my questions. So what's your questions?
All right. We're gonna switch gears. I guess we're gonna go to one of my questions that I had.
You've never had a question, so this is good. What's your question?
Do you all think, since we was kind of talking about cheating, do you all think pregnancy tests should be mandatory when having a child?
Pregnancy test or paternity test?
Paternity test.
You said pregnancy test.
Well, I'm sorry, paternity test.
I was about to say you have to take a pregnancy test.
So basically, when a woman is giving birth, should it be mandatory that the father is known before the birth of the child? I think it should be mandatory.
So you think so? Okay, y'all, we've had this conversation, and I be done almost chopped Joe. So let's preface this. Joe has come into our relationship with no kids. I have come into the relationship with a child. So I'm a woman and I got a baby daddy. It just sounds so ratchet. So take care, you guys gotta go. Okay, Mr. Frank. Okay, Big Mac Sam. Some people stay for the good. You so silly, Mr. Frank. Yes, Hold on, you guys. I'm checking the chat 1 second. Yes, I agree with that, especially if you don't know who you lay down with. I know you had 3 different partners. I agree. If you don't trust the female, okay. So I will say this in Georgia. So you asked your question. So in Georgia, there's a situation to where if you have a child and you are not married, the father has to legitimize the child before leaving the hospital. And so that means that that father has to say, you know what? I know without a shadow of a doubt that that baby is mine. Now, you do have the option to take a paternity test, or you can say that you're not taking a paternity test. The choice is yours, but you have to sign off on it. In my situation, when I had Leah, Leah's dad legitimized Leah. However, after the fact, fast forward, there was question, which it wasn't no question because I ain't do nothing. But it was just, he was just being spiteful. Later on, that's what was said. But there is an option for you to say that you want to legitimize or not legitimize the child. And then that's when it goes to a whole court thing or whatever. I really don't know what happens after you say you don't want to legitimize. I think the child just keeps the mom's last name. So basically, Georgia is like, hey, we're not going to give the child the father's last name if the father doesn't say that that baby is mine. Now, me and Joe have had this conversation when we have watched Judge Mathis, because, you know, Joe loves his little court shows. And you know how you see people saying, oh, okay, well, I don't know who my father is, and this, that, and the third. And Joe is saying, hey, once that child is born, instead of it being any question and wasting money and time and years and all that stuff, should you just have the paternity test right now, right then? Oh, excuse me. Me personally, yeah, I had to burp. Me personally, I don't think it should be a paternity test.
But why?
But why would you? My thing is this: if that person has been out there cheating,
put it like this: if you in class and the teacher say, "Yeah, you passed the class," are you just gonna be happy that? Are you gonna be like, "What did I get?"
No, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I passed." Say no more. You know how many times I almost failed a class in college? I passed. That's all I need to know. You don't even have to tell me if it's a D or anything. Just know that I ain't got to take the class no more.
Anyway, I think it should be mandatory.
Why should it be mandatory?
Look at the comments. One of them say it will save a lot of heartache. And I agree. You have all these children out here who don't know who their father is, right? You have all these judge shows making tens of millions of dollars.
True, Vernell. Vernell said that some people... some women would be spiteful and make that person pay child support. True. Go ahead.
But you got all these judge shows and other TV networks that broadcast, you know, paternity. And you have a lot of people that grow as adults not knowing who their biological father is. I think that's just crazy. And then they find out, now they want to go out and look for their siblings or whatever, look for their father. They're on Facebook, they're on all these different sites. When in the beginning, before they can utter a word, it was a test. They can see on their birth certificate, this is your father. The test is done. And I don't think the men would get mad when Carmen was born and they said, okay, we need to take a paternity test, I would have been happy to take it.
You would have?
Yes.
Why?
I would have saved the test. I would did all that. I would have saved the test, frame it.
You would have saved it.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, I went into Joe's drawer. I went into Joe's drawers to find a gift card because I needed it for one of my cookies. This nut still has my pregnancy test from when I peed on the stick with Carmen. The junk is brown.
It's almost 5 years old.
The test is almost 5 years old. I don't even
have it. That's why I said if they would have asked me to take a paternity test, I would have been happy to take it. I would have been like, I'd be like, you know what? And make sure you give me the results. I want it laminated, and I will frame it.
Not laminated.
Laminated, so I ain't worried about no water on the paper. frame it.
Like the old people used to do with your Social Security card.
Yeah.
They laminate the Social Security card that clearly says "Do not laminate."
Right. And I would say the test. It wouldn't be no problem. And I don't think a lot of stand-up guys anyway, they will mind. You know, they will mind. It just, to me, it'll just say a whole bunch of, because I see kids, you know what I'm saying, all the time not knowing who their daddy is. Well, this will be a firm record to show this is your daddy. Whether the dude wanted to be in the child's life or not, at least they know that's their dad.
Okay, so let's do this, because now I'm about to poop on your whole statement. Let's say the woman was raped.
Okay.
Let's say the woman was raped, and she was raped, but also baby danced with her husband around.
Extreme circumstance, but go ahead. That's what she likes to do. What she likes to do.
I had to come back
Throw
with something.
extreme circumstance, but go ahead.
But let's say that it's the case of that, right? So it is an extreme circumstance, but it does happen. Plenty of people have watched Law and Order, and we have seen this, especially Special Victims Unit. So the woman is raped, but her and her husband baby dance around the same time. They take the paternity test. The father finds out that it is not his baby. It is the rapist's baby. Then what? Also, caveat to that, this is the thing. Some people have been sexually assaulted, and they have decided to have their have that baby, or maybe they were forced to, or whatever. That also puts the person that was sexually assaulted in a hard spot. So that's another reason why I feel like that should not be the case, because you are opening Pandora's box to a lot of things. That gives that predator, access to that child. Maybe that's something that the mom wouldn't want to know, only because there has been some people who have commented on here that have said that they were, sexually assaulted, and they decided to keep that baby. So that, I guess, to me, that's something that I hold in the back of my mind. I get that would stop a lot of heartache, but it could cause a lot of heartache too. I'm not gonna say that's an extreme circumstance, because that somebody even commented on one of our things that they actually was sexually assaulted and kept the baby. So that's my thing. You don't want to.
So what's the issue?
Because once you legalize or legitimize that person and say, "Hey, look, you are the father," and it could be someone who sexually assaulted them, that person has rights to that child. The assailant.
Not necessarily, because
what's the caveat you put in here?
If the woman saying that she was raped, the guy should be in jail for one.
But what if you don't? Nuh-uh. That's not the case, because some people don't even admit it.
That's what I'm saying. If a woman, then it falls back on the woman. Why would you want to admit who's being raped? Period.
Okay, so Shonda said you're victim blaming, because you're like, okay, that falls back on the woman, like they should have reported it. But some people
absolutely, you should report it.
You should, but some people are scared to report it. So we have to be sensitive to those people.
We grown.
Some people, we have to be sensitive. Some people don't feel the need that they have to do it because they don't feel like it's a safe space. You don't know. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but that's being selfish now. And the reason why I say you're being selfish,
how are you being selfish?
Is because you cheating the child out who their father is, or knowing who their father is.
You don't want your child to know that their father was a rapist?
Why not?
Why would you?
Why not?
Why?
I feel you should. Even to my little ones now, I feel if it's something they should know, they should know. If it's something very important, something like that is very important, you should let your child know. Absolutely.
I don't think so. I think you should take that with you.
I know, you just.
I think you should take it with you and have your child believe that their father is Jesus the Christ, or as my cousin would say, Jesus the one Christ.
Rubbish.
Let me read these comments. My dad. Okay, wait. So Shonda said, also saves the father from trying to deny them later, knowing good and well that they're the father, being spiteful.
Right. See that?
Okay, I get it.
I mean, I'm just seeing pluses on it. In this chat here, I'm seeing none but pluses that it should be mandatory.
Shut up, or I kick you off my channel.
I appreciate you.
Burnell said my dad did that. He legitimized my social security card and I didn't get it until I was 18. I treasure that to this day because he's no longer with me. Okay. Shonda said if she was raped with her husband, that's all the more reason to have the test. He needs to know if he's not. It's the truth is the truth. And the father is always going to probably wonder if you're sexually assaulted. They cannot say who the father is, but whomever they are claiming. Okay. Point taken. What you said, Carmen?
No, it's not. It's okay. You can lay down right now.
You want a blanket?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get the baby a blanket. So you think everybody's over here siding with you?
They ain't siding. That's the truth. And you can see it from the comments that people know it's true.
You tired, Mama? I know you are. You're going to sleep.
That's right. Also, yeah, a lot of them deadbeat dads talking about they ain't my child. Oh, yes, it is. And you got proof. You 99.99% the father.
But what does
you
that
ain't
change?
Getting out of this.
You knowing it, what does it change?
The point of knowing.
That don't mean that they're going to pay.
It don't matter. The state don't make no pay. Even if they don't pay, their child be like, you know what? Yeah, that's my dad. I mean, I don't, for them to know. I'd rather to know than not know. It's almost like having a weapon. It's almost like having a gun or something like that. It's better to need and not have than have and not need.
You got that with paternity test?
Yes, I did. Because I'd rather know than not know.
So
what you want to know? I mean, even it may not change nothing for you, but I'm just saying for the child. That's what kind of being selfish. It's for the child, not for you. It's for the child. The child the child may feel, as you can see with all these pregnancy, these paternity shows, the child wants to know whether whack or not, whether he wasn't there, he was crap or whatever. They still want to know.
You said it's so country. You said crap or whatever.
Whatever.
I guess my thing is this. Had I been in the hospital having this man's baby and they asked me, hey, Mrs. Wells, we're going to go ahead and pull Carmen and Joseph off for a paternity test. Y'all, let me tell you something. I would have clutched my pearls so hard. Who? Why the need? Like, I'm out here like some cheap bluesy. I would feel some type of way.
Selfish.
I get where you're coming from, but I'd be like, I ain't out here. That's his baby. Don't you see that nose? Her nose look just her nose look just like her daddy's nose. Yeah, no, I would have felt some type of way for real. But Carmen came out the womb looking just like her daddy. She just light. That's all. But I would have felt some type of way.
That's right, Shonda. It means that you know that the child knows. There's no question. Exactly. No question. That's your pop.
But it's not talking about he would have laminated.
Yeah, framed it, all that.
You could have still said that you wanted a paternity test. But I probably would have looked at you just like this.
Yeah, I know. And I would say what?
I'd be like, security.
Yeah, for our next one, so I can laminate it and frame it.
You ain't be sitting here have my blood pressure high.
It's gonna be like a certificate for me. I'm gonna take a picture with it and everything. That's my baby. Then I can look at her. I wish you would say, this ain't my baby. I am 99.999% that baby. Father. Out of pappy.
You stupid. Okay. Hey, Mr. P. Be sitting right next to your sibling and not know it. People need to know.
Right.
Shonda, stop siding with him. This ain't even his channel.
All these pluses, man.
I just put him on here
I
as a
appreciate
segment.
y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Girl, we here. You ain't over here. You here. Girl, be with me even when you think I'm wrong. Get on my nerves. What's your other question?
I got one more question before we close it out. It's getting late.
I'm talking about something you're gonna take a picture with a paternity test.
I
promise. What's the day? I promise. Even clap. I promise you. If you do that,
What?
I'm calling security.
You call her what? That's my baby, so.
I'm calling security. And I ain't talking to you for 2 solid days because you know that's all I can do. I'm for real.
Whatever. Anyway, my final question, because getting late.
Hold on, wait. So Mr. P said, what's going on? What I missed? So we had a conversation about cheating. So before Joe gets into this question. So the conversation is, should men get credit for not cheating? So it was prefaced to both men and women. Should you get credit for not cheating? Should you really hold monogamy to what it is? If no, she gotta be gone. If a man doesn't cheat or has the option to cheat with multiple other women, but he comes home to his wife and his wife denies him of baby dancing. If he does cheat, is it valid or things of that nature? Now, Joe is asking a question. So that was question number 1. Joe's asking the question, should a paternity test be mandatory? So whenever a woman has a child, should a paternity test be given? So that's where we're at right now. Yep, we here, boo, but she said, but we there on this one. Man, Shonda, Mr. Frank laughing at me. You got to remember, it is 10 and pregnancy in this world. And the mothers are spiteful and don't tell the dad that they're pregnant by them. Okay, just let it roll. And I don't think that's fair. Why people cheat is just too much. I've been with my girl for 9 years. Never or ever thought about cheating. I'm faithful to my girl. Okay, so Mr. P, have you been cheated on? In any other of your relationships, have you been cheated on? That's another question.
I definitely get tested to see if it's my child, if I get cheated on.
What if you don't get cheated on?
Now, what we was talking about, as far as the mandatory paternity test, with your wife or your significant other or whoever it may be, should it be mandatory that that woman have a paternity test to make sure the father knows he has a child, and then the child can, when he gets of age, can go back in records and actually see who her father is.
Okay, so wait. I got a question for you, because technically if you take a paternity test and it says that you're not the father, it's not going to say who the father is. It's just going to say that you're not the father. So now you done messed up my whole household.
No, you messed up the whole household. ain't no, I messed it up.
So that whole household messed up. I don't even know who my baby daddy is.
Well, guess what?
And you not the baby daddy. And I'll be sitting here looking dumb.
There's going to be some smoke in the city. Smoke in the city. If that test come back, when we bring you to that back room, let's go ahead.
Oh, God dang. Mr. P said, yes, I got cheated on. I was in the hospital getting surgery. And I was my lifeline.
My life was on the line.
Oh, my life was on the line.
My girl was getting her back thrown out to the point she married him. God dang.
God, dog. Mr. P, log out. You gotta log out. That was too much.
Dang, Mr. P, I'm sorry to hear that.
God, dog, that made my little cheating. Jesus. Where's she at? Let us go find her. Let's run up.
She's married to him now.
I don't even care.
Well, and that's probably the best thing. I don't want to say the best thing that happened to you, but that's just
you dodged a bullet. You out here fighting for your life. Man, now that made me mad. Yeah. What kind of foolishness?
Low down, cold-blooded.
He said, don't be sorry, my brother, be sorry for her. I'm doing better than her. All right, yeah, that's how it be. They be done traded down and then be looking like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet. Man, oh man, she was wrong for that. Look, Mr. P, I don't know how to fight, but I say a few words. But yeah, messing up the whole family. You don't know who my baby daddy is.
I know, but then that gives you opportunity. Hey, you need to go find out who the
blood pressure be high in the hospital.
Be probably there sweating bullets at that time. You want to take this paternity test. And she up there sweating bullets.
Not that I would have anything to worry about because I wouldn't. It's just the fact that to me, I feel like that's an insult. Like, how dare you? You would ask? The nerve.
So I said, if it's mandatory, it'll be of the norm. So it won't be like it is now. Right now, you pretty much have a choice. But if it becomes the norm, the next generation, it'll be nothing because, it'd be something that's normal.
I wish somebody would. But I guess that's me because, I don't know. I feel some type of way. I feel like that's disrespectful, as my mom would say, disrespectful. And I also feel like that's like a shot at my character. But I know that's not the case. Like, the bigger picture is the child. But at that moment, I be in my feelings. And when I'm in my feelings, I'm deep into my feelings. And I start second guessing. And I be like, well, why didn't I ask you for a paternity test? I would have tried to flip it on Joe 50 million times.
And I say, I'll be glad to see. Dang, Mr. P said she went through 5 or 6 men. I'm still with the one and only. And that's usually how it is sometimes. Because I noticed, even with some of the women on my Facebook, my friends on my Facebook, that may have dated someone or been married to someone, and they say it was the guy or the girl's fault, and then that other guy or girl gets married, happily married, kids and all, still cool person, and the other one that was talking all the junk about a person still out here single.
Or them dated 50 million people.
Right. It's like, well, we know who the problem was, because you still ain't with nobody. Sometimes I look at my time, I'm like, God damn, you still ain't with nobody? But yet you putting up how fine you is and stuff like that, and you putting up half-naked pictures, yeah, you're going to get likes. Yeah, from the men, yeah, you're going to get likes, all that good stuff.
You'll get the attention, but you won't get the person that's settling down.
Nobody want to be with you, man. No, nobody want to be with you. You saying, oh, man, you such a good... Like, some women say, oh, I'm a good woman, I do this, I do that. Let me tell you something. If you're such a good woman, you'll have somebody by now. Like, I understand if you just really focusing on yourself or something mentally that you may have to work on.
Mr. P said on top of that, he is the godfather of her niece. God dog.
Sabotage.
So you just be walking up in there like, hey. I couldn't be that. I couldn't still have, well, I do still have contact with my ex, but they see how Joe is. So I'm like, he cute and he faithful, ugly stuff. It's not to, cause so many people lie, or they honestly think it's the person's baby and it's not. Some people really do. What is it where you make yourself think that, and that, I guess that's the real thing. You done made yourself think that, okay, that baby is that person's, and then when you find out, you be like, what? That Maury syndrome, that's what they be running off, because they be like, can't be. I done told myself that this is my baby's daddy.
And believe your lie.
But I will say this, when Carmen came out, Carmen was super light bright, like this color light bright, wasn't she, babe? And everybody was looking at me crossways for 2.5 seconds.
I don't think so.
Yes, they were, because when I went back to work, everyone was trying to figure out whose baby was Carmen's. They was like, there's no way that Carmen could have been me and Joe's baby. They were like, who is that white baby? Who that little Mexican looking baby? No one at work thought that baby was yours.
No, I ain't get that. Maybe she got that, but
I got that. They were like, oh, and she's so light. Or, just the conversation like that. But in my mind, she got his forehead. She looked just like her daddy. I mean, Joe didn't get that when he was there, but I got that. I got the, okay, you got a picture of your husband? Let me see. Let me see a picture of the family, because people really was trying to figure out where Carmen came from. So yeah, I felt hit just because people was asking.
Yeah, Shana, for real, you still ain't with nobody. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you so good, but you ain't with nobody. Come on, man. Like, a lot of I be seeing it all the time. I be wanting to tell them, man, but I be,
but Joe, see, this is the thing. Joe be so brutally honest.
I just want to tell him, like,
we wouldn't have no friends.
I don't think you're a good person. Like, I don't think you're a good person to be with, because if you was, it's almost like a car, right? If it's a good car. Let's just say it's a brand new Mercedes Benz or some, not even that, new Camaro, something like that. And if it's a good behind car, you think nobody wants to sit and own it? Nobody wants to claim it? But you've been single for like 2 years.
That's a horrible analogy because that was too personified. No one wants to sit on it.
I'm just saying, nobody wants to own it. That's what I'm saying. You out here saying you fine as wine, you such a good person, you got all these good qualities, you all this and that, but don't nobody want to be with you. Why? It's something else. You lying to yourself. I know you lying on Facebook. No, you lying on Facebook. Anyway, I digress.
Joe's timeline, it be like 5 people, y'all, because anytime somebody say something stupid or they got too many pictures, or Joe hate when people post like Snapchat pictures, his timeline, it be the same thing.
Yeah, I don't have a couple people on my timeline that I
Y'all, he took me off one time.
That I follow. Once they start posting this stupid stuff, like even when like anytime a new trend come out, that's when I really be unfollowing people. Like, what was the new trend with the take the 5 pictures? They took 5 pictures, like 3 pictures of themselves.
Oh, I don't know.
The 5 picture, the 5 different faces or something like that. Where a person will post
like
the
5 looks or whatever.
Yeah, the 5 looks.
Y'all, timeline be empty. I be like, babe, did you see such and such post? And Joe be like, no, I don't even follow them no more. What? Y'all, he's like one and done. Me, I'm here for all of it. All of the drama, all of the stupid pics. I'm here for all of the things. Mm-hmm. Joe is not. What's your last question?
I'm gonna hold off for it because it's getting late.
No, ask.
We'll deal with it next time.
Ask it. Carmen's already asleep. You can't tell the people that you got another question and you don't ask.
It's almost 2 hours, man.
Man, tell the people the question. Nah, tell it.
Wait.
Please. Tell them the question.
All right, man. Final question. You know, if y'all want to answer, I know it's late, mate. It's almost been 2 hours on here.
And the people want this. You see, Mr. P just came in. See?
That's cool.
He could have been anywhere else, but he here with us on this day at 10:30.
My last question, since you know we're talking about paternity.
Here he go. There's about to be some foolishness, and I'm gonna have to close out the live.
What do you think about supporting your child's significant other that may be of the same sex? What I'm getting at is basically if your child is gay, basically.
Would you support them?
Like, would you, if they wanted to say, mom, pop, or whatever, I'm getting married, or, you know, they come to your situation as far as them getting married, and they want you to be there or support them, would you or would you not support their marriage?
We're not going to answer this question because me and Joe literally had this question. We talked about this one question, y'all, no lie, for 7 hours straight.
It wasn't 7 hours, like 2 hours.
It wasn't 2 hours.
We come from Atlanta.
No, we weren't. We were going to Daytona. Remember? We were going to Daytona. As soon as we turned from when we left Statesboro to get on whatever highway. So that was like maybe 4 or 5 hours. Maybe not 7, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, I say it was.
But yeah, so we're not going to answer this question because me and Joe, I have to try and just cry just because I would want to win whatever he's saying. Win the argument. So yeah, we're not going to answer it, but we're going to take your answers in here. So Mr. P said, if you think about it, if everyone has a family member that's gay, at the end of the day, we all support them, just like if we have a gay person at work, you still gonna work with them. True.
And what I mean by support, I don't mean like
Joe means like you would go to the wedding.
Like you support their decision, their sexuality. You know.
Like, would you be okay with it, or would you not be okay with it?
Yeah, would you be okay with it or not okay with it? You know. I don't mean like, you know, as far as support, like, okay, yeah, everybody has that one person that may be, you know, a gay person, and, you know, That don't mean you like not talk to. I ain't talking about disowning them, like not talking to them or anything like that. I'm nowhere near that. What I'm talking about is the support of their sexuality.
Would you support the union?
Yeah, or them actually getting married and having children. Same sex having children. Would you support that?
Yeah, literally. However long it takes to get. How long does it take? It took almost 6 hours. We talked about it for 4 hours. We still pulled into the parking lot and was talking about it.
Yeah.
And we had that conversation before we got married. So if you are thinking about getting married and having kids, that is one of the conversations you should have. Only because when I Googled Pinterest questions on what to ask your future spouse, that was one of the questions. But yeah, we're not gonna answer it because the answers may get ignorant, so we're not gonna answer. I have a gay friend. I respect that as long. I respect that. And I'm gonna go that route. I don't judge people. I respect everyone's decision as long as they are happy. Okay. That's a good answer, Mr. P.
For you, that's a good answer.
Here you go. Don't fool with Joe.
I'm gonna just elaborate a little bit.
No, you're not gonna elaborate. You're not, because I love you and I want to have a wonderful night.
Okay.
And I don't want to have to choke you and you sleep.
I'm gonna ask Mr. P a question.
No, don't ask.
Mr. P, for that question. I mean, for that response.
Mr. P, don't fool with him.
Is it always? I see you put as long as they're happy. That's what matters. Does that go across the board? Like if everyone does what they feel is happy, is it okay?
And I don't even like that question.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Because me, I'd be like, yeah.
Because a lot of people say, well, as long as they love each other, I don't care. You know, whatever makes them happy, I'm okay with it.
I like that your little pinky goes off to the side. I think it's cute. It's the most random trick that I think is cute. Shonda said, I would support my child even if I don't agree with it. It's my child. I'm going to support who they love. Okay. Okay, that's a good answer. And Joe gonna be like, it's a good answer for you. Yes, say nothing. Don't you compromise people.
I'm not. I'm just saying. She said she support her child. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but you say
in
that.
life there are things that we are not going to like, but what can we do? True. That's a point taken, Mr. P.
In life there are things that we
I just read it.
It's things you can do.
Shut up, man. Y'all see? Y'all be thinking it's me.
And a lot of people are like Shonda when they say I will support my child even if I don't agree with it. But if it's something that you do not agree, why support?
Because that's your child.
I'm just saying. It's something you don't agree with. To me personally.
So how about this? So your mom and your sisters did not agree with you going into the military, right? Right. But they support.
No.
Your sister prayed for you to get out of the military.
I don't know if she did.
She did. She said right here, she said, I prayed that you would. She prayed something would happen. Not bad, but prayed enough to where you would come home. But that's the thing. Your mom nor your sister wanted you to be in the military, but you still did it. But guess what? They still supported you because that's something that you wanted to do. That's something that you thought would make you happy. So in that regard, your mom and your sister could have been like, forget him. But they didn't. They supported you. So that's what Shonda's saying, that she would support.
But we're talking about that situation.
But you're saying across the board. You asked Mr. P across the board.
All right. No, across the board is with the happy thing.
Okay, so hold on. A lot of people say they wouldn't support it until it's their child. I mean, you'll never agree with everything they do. True, because I was out here being dumb. Yeah. You're right, Mr. P. Shonda said, oh, that was Shonda. Oh, Shonda said that. Okay. And then Mr. P said, We're not going to like things people do, gay or not. But at the end of the day, it's out of what we accept, whether we accept it or not. Okay. Yeah. Carmen is gone, just like her daddy.
Yeah, she I'm about to say she. But yeah, but the question now, having if it's your personal child, me personally,
no, we're not even.
Okay, I'm not.
We're not even.
I'm not going to go there. Okay.
We're not even.
Because of this one over here.
Because what did I say? What did I say was gonna happen? And we're gonna have a great night. And I'm not even.
Okay.
We're not. You'll never know what side Joe's gonna take in this. However,
that was Shonda said exactly. If my child wanted to go to the military, I don't agree, but I will support.
Yeah, because your mom could have told you no. That she disowns your little ugly self. I don't judge people because I don't want to be judged myself. See?
No, you should judge.
Babe. No, you shouldn't.
You should judge.
You shouldn't.
And it's okay for people to judge you that's of quality. Like if my wife want to judge me on something, I take heed to that.
You let me judge you?
Yeah.
If I said you had a tater head.
No, if you judge me, be like, babe, what you got on is really not working for you.
Or I told like you to know about gray sweatpants, and you still be like, man, all right, man. All right.
I'm just saying.
Shut
or
up.
You might judge my character on something, or like, what happened if I got routed at a party or something, and you know, babe, that's not a good look. Or, you know, if it was something to do with job or interview or anything, you know,
that's
if you judge
different.
me, that's what I'm saying.
But that's different. That's not your child. Your child, that's a different type of love. The love I have for the kids is way different. Than
I'm talking about the person just said, I don't want to be judged.
Oh.
And it's nothing wrong with being judged by someone of quality. I don't mind being judged, or, you know, someone take me aside. Like I say, it depends on the person. If that person holds a certain level of quality, because anybody else, I could care less.
People still judge me, but they don't know me. They look at me and assume or judge. Right. That's what I be trying to tell him. Thank you, Mr. P, for being a voice of reason. Because Joe.
But also depends on.
Here he goes. Now, didn't he say it was already 2 hours?
Right, but as far as with the judge thing, right? If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, is what? Most likely a duck.
It could be a moose.
But it could be a moose, right?
It could be a moose in duck clothing.
Right, it could be. But you can't really get mad at the person's perspective if you're pulling it out there. Just like if a woman say, well, I feel like I can have sex with 80 men, you know, you can't really, and she be like, I don't want to be judged though, because that's just something that I like to do, or I like, you know, baby making or whatever. Or what you said, baby dancing or whatever.
Baby dancing. That's such a juvenile.
I'm just saying, don't
word.
Like for some people that put themselves out there like that, or, you know, put themselves. If I see a person that's always drinking, always smoking, always doing drugs, guess what my perception of them are? There's something wrong with them, or they're a drug addict, or they're alcoholic.
They're the life of the party.
You know, they're just, you know, that's why I say you want to carry yourself in a certain way. You know, if you put yourself out there, like a lot of people on Facebook, they put themselves out there. So when they get negative feedback, oh, they're hating, or you can't judge me, only God can judge me. Do you really want God to judge you right now?
Mr. P said, if a girl wants to be a stripper, I don't judge. I don't know why they out there dancing.
Right, if she want to be a stripper, okay. But now if she gets mad at you for calling her stripper, see what I'm saying? If you want, that's what I'm saying. If she wants to be a stripper, be like, man, you're a good stripper, she might say thank you. It might be a compliment to her. But now, you know, she's a stripper,
and she's
or
acting
like a stripper, you be like, man, that's a stripper, and she'd be like, I ain't no stripper. You can't judge me because I'm on this pole. You're gonna be like, what?
Shut up, babe.
I'm just saying. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover. You hear that too. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's true too. You can't really judge a person by, but if they're putting themselves out there that way, you really can't get mad. If I was out here flirting with every woman,
See, Shonda said that's not judging. That's a fact. If they drink all the time, they're an alcoholic. Period. I get.
but it,
Mr. P. He talking about. I get what he's saying. Mr. P.
Thank you, Mr. P.
Don't.
Wise. You're wise beyond your years, sir.
Don't. Cause this nut, he gonna be intense.
Well, Shonda, you say they're alcoholic, but they may not feel they're alcoholic. They may feel they just like to have drinks.
She can get mad, but she's a stripper. Of that, what she's doing. Leah said, "Not the android."
Hey.
Lily, why you up, boo?
You know, it's 10:44. That's a regular day for her. Yeah, like I said, what Shonda said, they're alcoholic. To you, you might think they're out, but to them, they might not feel they're alcoholic. You see people all the time that's addicted to drugs. They might not feel they're addicted to drugs. You see people a lot of people who say, you know, they really kind of addicted to just smoking.
Right. Mr. P said, think about it. Most strippers have a man. Why are the man letting the girl strip? True. I never understood that. But you know what? It was a show. I can't remember what the show was, but it was a lady and she was a stripper and her husband used to be the first person to throw the ones on the stage. Would you be the first one to throw the ones on the stage?
No, because I won't be dating nobody who's a stripper.
No, I'm saying, let's just say if I was, would you?
No.
You wouldn't throw ones on the stage for me?
No.
Why?
Because I don't be with a stripper.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
No. You can't throw out hypothetically to the people and then you don't let me throw that hypothetical
because
situation to you.
Your
so
hypothetically is not.
If I was out
like
there, yes it is. So riddle me this. If I was out there stripping with my non-rhythm self on the phone, could you imagine? Would you be the first one? Would you support me and throw ones on the stage? Yes or no?
If I was a pimp, yeah.
No, if it was the same situation, me and you right now, and heaven forbid I had to go out there and just do something strange for a little piece of change, you would not be my first supporter. You wouldn't be out there you wouldn't throw no ones for me. 20s. You wouldn't be out here throwing money.
No.
You wouldn't throw not $9 for me.
Not $9.
You ain't right.
I can't put myself in that situation.
You would not throw. Hey, Mr. Man. See, look, Mr. Man done came in. That's your boy. So you wouldn't have thrown not $9 at me. Mm-hmm. Why? Why would you not support me? Why would you not? Babe, it's a legit question.
Yeah, that's true. But Shauna, what you said as far as, you know, that's what it is, that's what they are. To you, that's what they are.
But no, let's get back to my question about me stripping.
I already answered that.
No,
I'm not throwing $1 because that's not in me to throw money at a stripper like that. And especially my wife. So no, I answered that question. Moving on. She says
wouldn't even support me, y'all.
That means they're in denial.
And girl, wouldn't even make it right. I even said I said dollars.
No. Well, I look like supporting that. No. Now we're in the bedroom and you
wish you wouldn't throw $1 at me.
You want to make it rain on you in the bedroom? Okay, that's cool. Shoot.
You would throw dollars at me?
I would in the bedroom, yes. Let me see what you're working with. Hold on. Get my ones out.
That's all I'm worth?
Depends on you. Got to work for that $1.
Do I get to keep it?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you would take it back.
Anyway, let's move on. Obviously, you stuck on yourself again.
Shonda said it. She said
he won't make it rain for you.
Wouldn't give not one iota.
But no, Shauna, what I was saying to the other question, that means they're in denial doesn't mean they're not an alcoholic. That's what I'm saying. To them, they may not feel that way. That's what I'm saying. If it's a person out here that flirts a lot, like if I'm flirting with a lot of women, you may feel that that's not right for Jessica, why is your man out here flirting with other women out here?
But let's dive into that, because how many times have I said when you how many times have I said when you be out delivering packages and you hit them with the because that comes across as you being flirtatious.
No, flirtation is like, oh yeah, you look good in that
Babe,
dress,
but
girl.
you don't even have to say nothing because it's just your character.
No, but
your
what I'm
character
saying,
speaks before anything.
What I'm speaking about is pertaining to this question.
Oh!
What I'm saying is basically
what you saying?
Yeah, because you thinking just because of a laughter or something.
No,
when
because
when
women
someone's
take that
flirting,
as that.
when someone's flirting, you know they're flirting with it. If I'm touching on them, if I'm laughing,
no, babe, no, babe, no, babe.
And I don't even do all that, so don't even. That's not
y'all.
Even,
Joe be like, "You're
we,
welcome. Have a great day." He be all breathy with his "Have a great day." But no, this is the thing. You don't have to touch anybody to flirt, because how many times have? Prime example. I'm in the grocery store, mask on, sweats, wife beater, and slides. I get flirted on.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with
that.
Okay. I mean, I expect that.
Oh, you expect that?
Yeah.
You be thinking I'd be cute. But if I just smile at somebody and say, "Oh, how you doing? Hope have a great day." People take that as a flirt. I'm just naturally smiling because my parents have paid all this money for teeth.
People out there know what I'm talking about.
What you talking about? Let me look at the chat. Mr. Man said we lit tonight.
Y'all know what flirting is. R. Kelly flirting. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That is not R. Kelly flirting.
I'm not saying. You did not listen to what I'm saying.
What you mean?
I said I'm talking about R. Kelly flirting.
Mr. P said, "What about eye contact?" Right. You can make. But people take flirting as that. People take flirting, and you don't even have to touch anybody. You don't have to touch anybody to flirt. You could just be like, "Babe, you know what? You can get whatever you want on the menu." To me, I'm like, yeah.
No.
Or you can just smile or eye contact. It doesn't have to be touching.
That's not really flirting, babe.
But somebody may perceive it as flirting. You may smile at me. If you wink at me, I think that's a flirt.
Yeah, if you wink at anybody,
no. If it's just me and you, I'd be like, okay.
Okay, but I'm your husband though.
But if somebody else was to wink at me, I would think that's a flirt. If somebody was smiling at me super hard, I'd be like, "You flirting?" Just like the guy at the gas station when he gave me a compliment, he kept looking back.
Yeah, that's what you call flirting. Hey, you look real good pumping that gas.
He didn't say that. He said I had a nice voice.
Yeah, you had a nice voice. I mean, look kind of nice.
He didn't even say that. He's such a lie. Wait, did he say I was nice?
But like, sir, I get what y'all saying. A person can speak, "Hey, how you doing?" whatever, and somebody can take it as being flirt. But you
Thank you, Shonda.
But you also know.
Read my girl comment because she back on this side. She back on this side. You may not think you're flirting, but they take it as such. Exactly. Joe be giving too much customer service, and I'd be like, dial it back. Say, "Here's your package," and keep it moving. No, he want to sit here and have conversations, and that's why women feel like they can ask him stuff like he Dr. Phil.
Y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about flirting. Flirting is...
People say you flirting if you talk to them differently. Yes. If I'm like, "Have a great day," thank you so much. I have people grab my hand when I say "thank you so much," even in these Rona days.
So you flirting?
No, I'd be like, "Thank you so much," but that person would be like, "Oh, you're welcome." That's not my intention. I was just saying thank you so much.
I know, but
that person may perceive it as me flirting. I got 2 kids and a whole husband.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You may be smiling, but you may not think you're flirting, but that woman may think you're flirting. And that's why I be like, dial it back. Am I wrong, y'all? Please.
And what the original question?
Let me know.
The original question, because we seem to bypass the original.
The original question we done already took care of that, but what we're talking about right now is flirting. You brought up flirting.
I know. I said if a person is a flirt, we all know that person who's a flirt.
But you don't have to be a flirt. We just had this conversation today when I said people drip baby dance. And he was like, "What does that even mean?" That's like a super flirt.
What I'm saying is, you know that person that flirts.
but somebody can perceive your flirt and you're not intending to flirt.
And what I was saying
Let me check the comments.
And what I was saying
Mr. P said there's so many ways to flirt. Flirting is natural and subconscious most of the time. Flirting and respecting boundaries can go hand in hand. Mr. P said, please don't lead on. People do get led on, so I choose my words wisely. Exactly. Shonda said, especially if they want to be flirting, they're going to perceive it as such. Right. And Mr. P said, my ex was definitely a flirt. Y'all, I'm not a flirt. And I'm the most awkwardest flirter. You can ask Joe. Even with him, I'm the most awkwardest.
Did you hear what you just said?
I'm not a flirt, but I'm the most awkwardest flirter when it's with you. I don't know how to flirt either way. But me smiling, guys perceive it as me flirting. I could just be like, hey, how's it going? And that's it. They think that that's a flirt. Or they be like, oh, okay, you got a man, you got friends. I got hit on when I was pregnant. Big belly and all. But all because I said, hey, how's it going? It's just normal nature if I'm walking past somebody. It's odd if you bump into somebody in the store, whether you know them or not, and you don't say anything, but people can perceive it as flirting. But you, Mr. Wells, with your you can't say nothing. I have one person at the gas station tell me that I had a nice voice and that.
Thank you, Sean.
What she say? Hold on.
We're supporting our gay kids.
Shonda. No. And Mr. B said, see, my ex was flirting and caused her to wipe kids' A's for a living as a D nanny. I don't know how we got on flirting. Exactly. Joe brought this up, Shonda. You already know. All I'm saying is this. Then this conversation is probably just subconscious coming back up because let's set the scene. I'm at the gas station talking to his tater head behind. I was about to cuss. His tater head behind. I'm pumping gas and I see this guy get out the car. Nationality should be unnamed. He gets out the car and I said, hey, how's it going? I said that. Mask on at the pump. Okay? He goes into the gas station, looks back, me thinking I'm going to get sex trafficked. I'm still on the phone with Joe. He comes back out of the store. By that time, I'm finished pumping gas, and he says, "Oh, you have a nice voice." And he said, "You look nice." Mind you, I'm talking to Joe, fussing about work. He was like, "And you look nice." And I said, "Oh, thank you." And Joe felt like that was going too hard. But I felt like if he took time out of his day to tell me that I had a nice voice, you're such a hater, that I had a nice voice and that I look nice, and I should at least be like, thank you. But this comes from the same man who has been propositioned to jump out of cakes in his uniform at work for his little people that he be delivering for, and he don't see nothing wrong with that.
80-year-old women. Come on now.
80-year-old women still have needs. But at the end of the day, Joe felt some type of way and said, I should have just been like, thank you. But the fact that he said that, I was like, oh, thank you. But this one over here, that was flirting. You shouldn't be doing that.
I just said, why are you doing all that happy, joy talking over there? But I'm not saying that's like if you was a flirt. You're not a flirt.
I'm not a flirt.
That's what I'm saying.
Just super polite.
The whole question was for a person that flirts. That means every woman that's basically like if every woman that I talked to that I was like that. Even your mom's friends, even your mom's sister, anybody. See,
look, Shonda just said, she said, women do take certain laughing in men as flirting. Yes, that's why I be like, tone that junk down.
Well, what I'm saying is the question was,
look, I had to curl my lip up.
If you flirt, if you're a flirter, flirting means you agree that that's what you are.
Mr. Flirt. Man, don't even. You can't. Don't even look at what Mr. Don't even, Mr. Man.
Thank you, Mr. Man.
Where the comment at? Let me tell you. I be at a gas station posted, okay? But I don't get complimented on.
And plus, she said that as far as that, but all that laughing she doing, I don't even do that because most of the time, those same women that she's talking about say, oh, he think he's too good. So
that means it's a chase.
Hold
That
on.
means these thirsty women.
Hold on. Basically, what they saying is, no, if I was a flirt, that girl be like, oh, he flirts with everybody.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But no,
is.
women aren't gonna say that. What they're gonna think.
No, a woman would say that.
No,
if I was, hold on,
I'm a woman.
Hold on. If I'm going into a store,
right? Set the scene.
Yeah. I'm going into a store, and how you said it, I'll be laughing at the people that I'm delivering packages to. That if a girl feels that I'm flirting, another girl be like, yeah, he comes in all the time, flirts with everyone.
No, but what I'm saying is, to a woman, if you come in and you just giving your and you just giving your normal swag, your normal whatever, and another woman says, oh, he thinks he's too good, then I'm gonna try and figure out how to get to you. Your persona comes off.
But that doesn't make me the flirt.
But how you come across.
That's the whole point.
They're not gonna say that you're a flirt, but your ways are flirtatious. You don't have to be.
Do y'all understand what I'm talking about?
He don't even know what he's talking about.
Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Because obviously you is.
No, because what I'm saying is anybody can perceive things as a flirt. You don't have to be doing it intentionally. It's not like you're wearing a push pin that says I'm a flirt. What you're saying is what?
Tyrone Morgan said, this feels like a TV show tonight.
So Mr. P said, I had an older woman. Let's just say she relieved herself by my voice. I was at work answering a phone call. Exactly.
Okay.
But you're not being a flirt, right? But somebody perceives that as that. And that's what I be trying to tell Joe. He may not be keying with all these people, but you giving a laughter, that woman, you don't know. She may think, oh, okay, let me go ahead and holler at him. How many people that you have delivered stuff to that have said, oh, you're good looking or whatever? I've been on the phone. And Joe be like, thank you.
I really appreciate it. But sign here, please. Like I don't give them the time of day like that. I don't like you. I don't thank you too much. Oh my God. Oh my God, thank you. Shut down.
That's how it was, babe. My mouth looked like that. I can't with you. I'm trying to say.
The whole point of the question was,
you do it without meaning it. That's just because they take it as worded. Exactly. Like I said,
but you're getting away from the question that I originally asked.
What was the question?
Let me rephrase it again. Because first we were talking about the gay kids, obviously.
How did we get on this?
And then what I said was,
if y'all know how we got
if
on
we
this.
judge, because somebody said don't judge a book by, as far as
we were
don't
talking
judge.
about strippers, and then I asked you if I was a stripper. Okay.
And then so I was
went
like,
down a rabbit hole.
Right. So then I was like, how you can judge somebody if a person flirts with a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, listen. If that person is perceived to be a flirt, everyone knows they have that person in their job that's a flirt. Not every man in there is a flirt. Not every woman there is a flirt. Whether it's if they have a good personality or not. You can have a good personality, and some people know that you're not a flirt. That's just your personality.
I just zoned out because look at Mr. Man's comment. Look how Mr. Man came for your girl. Look at that.
There are a lot of women that don't care if you're married. They won't. We getting a whole.
No,
we're not even talking about that. Though.
You give him his props because he said to Jessica's point, Mr. Man.
What?
He said to Jessica's point, sometimes when a man shrugs off a woman, right, it could make her want him even more. That's what I be trying to tell him. He says that he's not, but I'm a woman, and I can hear how they be talking to him on the phone. Well, not on the phone, through the phone. And I be in his earpiece like, what they said? Because I will pull up to that town. Shonda said.
What was the dang question? She won't let me get it out. That's the whole point, Shonda. Right.
So some guys just have that swagger.
My dad, my brothers, women, they thinking they're flirting and they're just being them.
That's what I be trying to tell Joe. Say the head behind.
But
exactly, Shonda. I just be being me. See, Mr. P, and women be thirsty. That's the thing. Joe be in a full uniform and people be hollering at him.
That's just, some people have that swag. Like what Shauna just said, as far as where she knows, right? Shauna, you know that they're not a flirt, right? But to these other women, they may feel that it's flirting, right? But you know they're not that type of person. My question was for a person you know, not that you don't know, that you know is a flirt in the office, in the workplace, or your friends or whatever. You know you have that girlfriend or that homeboy that's flirtatious. It may be their personality, but that's what they are. They flirtatious. You gonna call them a flirt? That's all I was saying. That was the question, everyone. Before Jessica took it to 10, like she always do.
Jessica, what? Jessica, what? I took it to 10.
That's right, Shonda. She said, yeah, we have a lot of them at my job. A couple got fired for sexual harassment. Right. Just flirts. And you know what it is that was dead.
Which one's working? This one?
Yeah.
Have them labeled. Which one's fast?
A is over B. But that's what I'm saying. You know they'll flirt. Like I know some fellas at my job, they'll flirt. I know some women at my job, they'll flirts. That's just them. And they don't get mad when you call them a flirt. That's the whole point. Like she's calling me a flirt, but I don't think I'm a flirt. So that doesn't.
No, I'm not saying that you're a flirt. I'm saying you have flirtatious
right,
ways.
But I'm not a flirt. The question was the person that you know is a flirt. That's why I said if you with someone like myself and I was flirting with women, people be like, well, how you be with Joe? He flirts with a lot of women. And you might be like, yeah, that's what you do. He's a flirt. That means you know that I'm a flirt. The question was when you know someone is a flirt, not if a person has flirtatious ways. You know, okay, I might have flirtatious ways, but I'm not a flirt. That was the whole question that I was getting to. Not if a person has flirtatious ways and another person may perceive them as being flirty with them. I'm not saying that. That's just the other person going off, oh, okay, he smiled at me. Oh, he's a flirt. But other women may be like, no, that's just how Joey, he ain't no flirt.
Yeah, but I'm
some women might be like, oh, he's stuck up. To some women, they like stuck up men. So everybody has a cup of tea, but that doesn't mean that person is a flirt because you know that person who is a flirt. Just like Shonda said, some of them have got fired for sexual harassment. Why? Because they flirt.
And she said, you got that swagger, Joe, and they can't handle it. So she's saying try to make sure that they know. Right. That's what I'm saying. Let them know. Because let me tell you. Let's go to this. This was when Joe and I first got married, okay? And this person shall remain unnamed. And she may be watching this live. And if so, hey boo. So we at church. And I hear, hey, Mr. FedEx man. What Joe do? Hey, how's it going? With his arm on my chair. First of all, why you ain't speak to me? One, that's disrespectful. Always speak to the wife first or the spouse first because that could get you choked. And so Joe didn't say nothing. So I said, who is that? He says it's the girl at his job that he delivers to. First of all, how she said, hey, FedEx man, almost got her shot. Literally in church. Because my mom turned around and my sister turned around. We all turned around looking at her. But I was in church, was getting ready to pray. So the next couple weeks or whatever, she's still talking, still having too much of a friendly conversation with Joe because what? Joe ain't paying attention to the cues. So this cheat woman of God, maybe, says, well, basically she was getting married, and so Joe and I had just got married. So she was asking questions about the church because, you know, that's what they do. And so she said, oh, Joe said, yeah, we got married, yada, yada, yada. But she said, oh, y'all got married. I don't ever see you wear a ring. Because he took his ring off because he couldn't wear his ring at church. Don't even yawn. You hold that yawn in. But the fact that she was so comfortable in asking these questions and super breathy when she said, hey, Mr. FedEx man, almost got her and him popped. Because first of all, you being flirty in church. But he wasn't thinking that it was a flirt. But
I could care less. Go ahead.
I could care all of them more because it's disrespectful. Because one, if you so comfortable to do that in front of, and this happened a couple years ago, y'all, and I'm still heated because I still see her at the grocery store. Anyways, the fact that she felt so comfortable to be super breathy when she said, "Hey, Mr. FedEx man," and for you as my husband not to be like, "Hey, here's my wife," and our kids almost got him choked. So the fact that he was being super customer service-y, she got slick and didn't know how to separate the two. So that's why I'm saying, hold on, let me check the chat. That's why I'm saying completely out of order. Joe felt like he was just giving her customer service when he was delivering to her job. But obviously she took it a step further with the Mr. FedEx man. So I say that to say this. No, he's not super flirting, but this goes back to Shonda's point. Let these girls know you just saying, "Hey, sign here, goodbye." Let me check the chat. Y'all see I'm still in my feelings because Joe make little slick comments. And I be
I'm
about
not the flirt.
I don't care. The
question,
perception is the reality.
You know they're a flirt.
Y'all, let me check the chat. 1 second. Continue to talk to the people. Where we at?
She said,
No, where's the last one? Especially okay. And then where's support? Wait, I don't went up too far. Hold on. I don't know how we got on flirting. Let me scroll down and make sure. Okay, I'm still too high. Wait a second.
That is true also, Mr. P, when you say because you hang around players, people think you're a player. That's cool. But you know what? I don't get mad. Cause the whole point is, as far as judging a book by its cover in a sense, right? If you, like I said, if you walk like a duck, quack like a duck, must be a duck, right? So if you hang up, if you, even though you're not a player, like, you know, I hang around some, you know, did my time, hung around some players or whatever, right? And women thought that I was a player and I was a no good player. Like all I did was play with women's hearts or whatever, right? I didn't get mad at that because I'm like, okay, that's the group of friends.
But well, guess what? That's the perception. That's their perception.
Right. But that's the whole point. What I'm saying. What I'm saying is I didn't get mad at that. It's people that get mad at that time. Well, don't judge me because I hang with such and such and such. Well, you hang with such and such. That's the perception that you give off. The whole point is I'm not mad because I can see how they can see that. What I'm saying is, like, some people say you can't judge me. Well, yes, you can judge people because if you hang around a group of a certain people, a certain type of people, they're going to think you that type of person. Now, if you get mad and be like, well, you can't judge me and all that, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge me because I hang with such and such and such. Well, yeah, I kind of can. But now if the other person in that same token be like, well, yeah, I can see how you did it. I do hang with some killers. So you probably think I'm
God damn.
You know, I'm just saying I hang with killers. It's just like a person that's in a gang, you know what I'm saying? Or may not be in a gang, but all their friends are in the gang. But you know, you just hang with the gang. So they be like, oh yeah, he might be he's a gang member. But it's not that.
Hold on, let's check.
But the person came like I said, I don't get mad like if that I don't get mad at that. I'm like, well, I can see how you can think that. But my whole question originally, once again, was
is he getting sassy?
You can be judged, but
well, I'm judging you.
Depending on that judgment, you should put yourself in that person's place to be judged. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Now, so let's check the chat. So the chat says,
gosh.
Shonda says she gets what both of us are saying. And Mr. P said, wait, y'all was in church? That part, Mr. P. In church.
It wasn't in no, hey, man.
Babe, you better stop. You better stop lying on this day.
And plus, my hand was around my wife.
That means nothing. That means nothing because both of the kids were sitting in the church.
My hand was around my wife, and I just looked down and said, oh, what's up? That's it. What's up? And I turned back around.
Hey, what's going on?
I just said, what's up?
But guess what? Guess what? If it wasn't that bad, my mama wouldn't have turned around, and my sister wouldn't have turned around because we all turned around like, who talking to him?
No, they just was like, okay, who the hell is talking to Joe? Because for one, I didn't go to that church. I didn't go to that church. So if someone, that's what anybody. If
She
you
didn't
go
hit
to family,
you, but hold on.
hold on. So when she
Y'all,
said
a lie
something,
don't
like,
care
well,
who
how?
tell it.
It's gonna be like, well, how do she know Joe? That's why
Because
she
first
said
of all, you
FedEx
need
man. She didn't even know my name.
No, she knows your name.
No.
She knows your name, but she wanted to be super breathy and be like, she wanted to be super breathy and be like, hey, Mr. FedEx man, in the church. Not only, but see what Joe ain't telling y'all is she did it multiple times after that, to the point to where I had to turn around and be like, hey, how are you? Because you did it one time, I let it slide, but time 2 or 3, 2, one and 2, Joe, you better get your girl. You better get her. Time 3, I have all of the time because it's not praise and worship right now. Like literally, you know how they say, okay, you guys tell the person next to you, you know, hey, she gonna tap him. Hey, Mr. FedEx man. But when she see me in the grocery store, she don't say nothing. But you want to speak to him. But you don't want to talk to that. He don't. But then he had to stream. Okay, y'all. Sorry, I had to put y'all on a computer because my phone died. Can y'all see me and hear me? Y'all let me know. But I'm checking the chat now. Let me see. Yeah, y'all can. Okay. Let me check real quick. Not in church, right? Shonda said, out of order, disrespectful. So many flirts are in church. Gayla said, first of all, hey, Mr. FedEx man, I blacked out after that. She started off wrong, not a Jezebel in church. And then Mr. P said, undercover freaks at church. I had one a long time ago. Exactly, Mr. P. And then Mr. Man said, that ain't Joe's fault, though. He is who he is. Mr. P, stop. Just remember just that these women want to be you, and they will never be. You better say that because I let them know. You can't expect you from other people. Just flex on them and keep moving. I'm the biggest flexer, and I am super petty. Shonda said, girl, you should have pimp slapped her. Exactly. Y'all, I see her in the grocery store all the time with her fiance or husband or whatever he is. And I used to work with her cousin.
Husband. She's married.
Well, then I should be like, oh, your girl. Almost just because your girl was trying to talk to my man. That's what I should say. If mama turned around, she was out of order. Exactly. We know how women are. That's what I be trying to tell. She was definitely. What did Mr. P say? It's a little dark. Thanks, Lee. Okay, we're good. Okay, you can see me. Yeah. Joe be trying to downplay it. See, that's what I'm talking about. He downplays it. But then when I'm like, I'm going to say something, then Joe be like, all right, I'm going to say something. But yeah, he delivered to her a couple times. But guess who got him a fake ring so he don't mess up his good one? You can have people talking to my boo, talking about where his ring at. Where your ring at? And he ain't got it on the day. Looking super cute going to the mall. You didn't have on a ring when you went to the mall? Mm-mm. Why come? Why don't you have on your ring?
Girls is upstairs.
Sir, always wear your ring. Because people will think that you're single, and then that gives them the gateway to be flirtatious.
Guess what? I'm not a flirt, so that was the whole gist of the question.
Clearly, I
Also,
have.
if you're just tuning in,
Clearly, I have some pent up issues.
We was also talking about, would you support your child?
We done passed that.
Would you support your child if they was gay, and wanted kids? Would you support that? Some of the people in the comments stated that they would support it. You know, if they wanted to have kids, if your child, we're not talking about anybody, we were talking about your personal child, not anyone, your personal child. Would you support them? She's not going to let me answer that, so I'm not going to go fully into that. But some people say, yes, they would support them. And, you know, they say they'll support their child no matter what.
And the other question was being flirtatious, aka joking and being extra customer service. But yeah,
for some of the people who's, got that, would you support them? Yes or no? And give reason. Me personally,
you're not giving your personal.
Me personally, I'm not giving my personal.
Thank you. Before I be in karate chop.
This question is for the viewers only.
Yeah.
Shauna said, if you just tuning in, you're way too late. You about right. You
missed the party. Also, you guys, what you call it? I asked if you guys want this monthly or if you want this. No, they got the replay right, Mr. P. Yeah. Watch, definitely watch. But if you want to see like this marriage talk bi-weekly, or do y'all want to have these conversations more? And how do y'all want us to go forward? Because I mentioned this on Wednesday, like Leah's mentioned that we should do like a podcast that we're probably not going to do anytime soon just because our schedules. But how do you want us to go forward with the lives? Do you want us to do a bi-weekly type situation? Do you want it to be a weekly situation to where we do this on Saturdays? Y'all let us know. I'm gonna also post this on Instagram and look at Leah. Also post this on Instagram and in my community tab, just so we know what's the best way to reach out to y'all. So that way we have these conversations more frequently and we're not on live for almost 3 hours at a time, because we could have did one question per week and call it a day, but we'll probably still get off on a tangent. But y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want this weekly, bi-weekly, you want to do it just once a month, if the second Saturday is good. What are some topics that y'all want us to talk about? What are, some things that y'all, you talk about with your friends, just so we have an open forum and everyone feels comfortable. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Really bang. I can't with him. He over here commenting. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here with us and supporting the live and giving all the feedback and listening to Joe and his foolishness and me and my stories. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this because it's almost 11:30. Y'all out here, y'all. I appreciate it. So anyway, so if you like this video, you guys, make sure you give it a. What are you doing? What did it say?
What?
Look, androids. Elbow cough. What is that?
The dab.
I know. But that's how it shows up. You show an emoji.
Yeah.
Whack. Anyways, but if you like this vlog, you guys, next topic, why people take comments as harassment or giving general compliments. Bet. All right. Hold on. Let me take a picture of that. Bi-weekly, I would say, but monthly, if that works better. Okay. So bi-weekly. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a picture. All right. Bi-weekly, that sounds good. We'll talk about it some more and we'll definitely let y'all know. But I'm gonna pose a poll in my community tab. But yeah, y'all, that is gonna be it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a genuine comment when you leave. Really, babe? If you like, but yeah, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you never, ever miss an upload. And until next time, you guys, we will see you on the next one. Talk to you soon. You ready, babe? You gonna do the bye? Bye.